was so over. Oh, so over, so over. But now it's so back, baby. Let's fucking go. AEW back, so back. It's never been more back than it is right now. Now's the time. Let's celebrate. Oh, back in the game. Feeling great. No more doubts. No debate. Whoa. AEW's fate. We are so back, so back. It's never been more back. It was so over. Oh, so over, so over. But now it's so back, baby. Let's fucking go. AEW back, so back. It's never been more back than it is right now. Now's the time. Let's celebrate. Oh, back in the game. Feeling great. No more doubts. No debate. Whoa. AEW's fate. We are so back, so back. It's never been more back. It was so over. Oh, so over, so over. But now it's so back, baby. Let's fucking go. AEW back, so back. It's never been more back than it is right now. Now's the time. Let's celebrate.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, don't forget, all right? Make sure you log it in and you remember to check out my good friends over at the Broken Table Podcast live on YouTube. These are some of my good friends. They have some of the best topics going on. They're talking about a lot of good things. And also, they like to put over the Prince Nana dance. Hey, I swerve and I drive. I swerve and I drive. Hey. Don't forget, tune in, log on to the Broken Tables Podcast live on YouTube, my friends.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Broken Tables Podcast. I'm your host, Jeffrey Vegas, here as always with our co-host, Rome. How you doing tonight, sir?
I'm doing alright.
That's excellent to hear, excellent to hear. Man, should be a pretty decent Dynamite here tonight, even though I almost have no idea what's going to happen besides Kenny Omega returning and Swerve Strickland going to learn who his opponent is. Do you got anything else on the card?
I know that Samoa Joe is in action with Isaiah, and then I think Brian Cage is wrestling. I forget. I actually didn't care for the card.
I just found it here, actually. All right, so we've got. I'll just start with the one thing we're just going to move right past: Chris Jericho versus Katsuyori Shibata. Shibata should make that a good match, but you know. Then we have Adam Copeland and looks like Malachi Black.
Oh yeah, that is tonight, yeah.
And then Mariah May versus Serena Deeb. That should be awesome.
So the
Brian, go ahead.
Yeah, I remember now. The Adam Copeland one. It's against a random, well, not random, but it's a member of the House of Black. But
it does say one of the members of House of Black. Then it's going to be Brody King then for sure, because you don't get to the leader of the house first, or whatever, I guess second would be.
Right.
After the Serena Deeb, Mariah May, we've got Brian Cage and Claudio Castagnoli. Ooh, that should be good. Samoa Joe, Isaiah Cassidy, you were correct. And we got Swerve finding out who his opponent will be for Double or Nothing. We will hear from Orange Cassidy. And then Rampage, we got Jay White versus Dante Martin. All right. Can't wait to see what's up with Kenny. Considering Kenny was fired from the Elite earlier this year, I'm assuming Kenny is not going to be siding with the Bucks on this. He is more than likely going to be, our on-screen authority figure. But Rome, I threw something in the Discord earlier. If it's not Kenny, what would you think of Scott D'Amore showing up to be the on-screen authority figure for Tony Khan? That would basically get the entire TNA audience over here.
Perhaps. I would stay away from TNA, to be honest. I mean...
Well, but Scott D'Amore was, loved, and they fired him, and then it's, nosedived. I mean,
yeah,
he was the good part of it.
Keep in mind, Scott D'Amore was there when TNA was starting to work with WWE, so it's not like...
I gotcha.
It's not like they got rid of him and then made that change. He was a key figure in that happening. So no, I don't need to see Scott D'Amore on my TV, but I get it though.
I gotcha. I like the guy, but we'll see where he lands one of these days. Let's jump over to the chat. We already got a few people here. We got the Day Trading Doge, we got the Coog, and we got the King of Hueco Mundo, and there's Queen Nat. Welcome everybody. King says Tony Khan better show up on a bus with Darby and troll the WWE draft on how it sucked.
So not Darby. Tony's not going to be there.
No, yeah, Tony is off screen for a while. They're selling the injuries.
Also, they said that his doctors won't clear him to travel. So basically,
Yep.
He's going to, in kayfabe, be running the show from Daly's place remotely. And then Tony did an interview this past week, and I think we're going to see, and we'll see how it goes, but there's going to be an authority figure, running the show in the building, week to week kayfabe. And so I've seen a lot of speculation say it could be Kenny. I don't know. I still wonder if the whole Kenny thing, if we've been worked a little bit on that, about in terms of his health.
Did you see what Kenny said about returning?
No.
Kenny was so Kenny was meeting one of his friends or family members in Canada, and they kind of messaged him hey, that's awesome that you're going to be back on TV. And he was like, what? And they were like, yeah, the arena is advertising that you're going to be here for Dynamite. And so Kenny learned that Kenny learned he was going back because the arena was the ones who had advertised him. And he was like, oh, well, I guess if they're advertising me, I guess I'll go return then. Whoa, Jose Lopez with a $5 donation says Kenny's gaming streams have been fire. Can't watch the stream tonight. Enjoy the show. Jose, thank you very much, my man. I could have swore I turned off all those emotes that go spewing everywhere, but it is what it is. I don't know how to get rid of those. Just like I can't get rid of this microphone that out of nowhere just appeared here. So, what do we got? 5-6 minutes until the start of Dynamite. I have a feeling with this authority figure. So that's where my idea for Scott D'Amore came, Rome. Kenny seemed like too obvious of an answer when they're like, yeah, Kenny's returning. I was just kind of thinking who's available that's not in the company. But King in the chat says Scott was seen in the building. He is part of AEW. Is this confirmed, King? Where you see that at?
Yeah, I personally haven't seen that anywhere. I wouldn't be opposed to it. I don't know.
Jeez, my cat's screaming at me. What? Did you see that Phillies game?
I did.
Oh, that was nice.
Yeah, low scoring affair, but good that they got the win.
Yo, this dude's got a Kenny Omega shirt that's a Gundam with the Omega symbol on its forehead. That's badass. That's cool. Lance Storm talked about it. Really? Ooh, Nat, you think the authority figure opens the show regardless of who it is? Ooh. That'd be nice if the Bucks opened the show, being like, well, no Tony here, so... And then that person interrupts. All right, 4 minutes till Dynamite. Let's go. Oh man, I didn't even get to see the stream when Jose donated that $5 there. What was the graphic that appeared? I know I have a graphic for the donations. I think it's Danhausen being like, "Give me money." I can't remember what it is. AAA pay-per-view was fire. Oh, I didn't get to see it. Yeah, I saw that, Coog. I think I reacted to it. Oh yeah, Ziggler, the new champ. I don't think that was supposed to happen. I think Conan and Ziggler pulled a weird one there. The Shawn Michaels, Bret Hart of our lifetime, our generation.
Yeah.
That guy Latin Lover looked fucking shocked and appalled that he won.
I don't know if they open the show with it. I mean, it's very possible, probable too, but
Yeah.
they usually,
if you're gonna open,
they don't.
Oh, go
They
ahead.
don't always open with angles. They do it sometimes, but I feel like
No, yeah.
these days I feel like they're more likely to end a show with an angle than begin a show with an angle,
That's true.
which is interesting. Not bad, but interesting. I don't think we'll see that tonight though. But
I do think it would be a good idea to start with the Bucks kind of pretending like, or coming out and saying like, yeah, we're the authority now. Tony's stuck back, in Jacksonville, and then bringing that person out. I think that'd be a great way to start the show, especially if it's a big deal. Like if it's someone that's gonna cause a stir.
Mm-hmm.
I think you start it off.
I mean, I'm definitely expecting it to happen in the first 2 hours of the show. I feel like with these 3-hour shows, I feel like usually that third hour, whether it be like the Rampage or whatever, it always feels like the weakest of the hours, just based off of like content and like storylines and advancements and things of like meaningfulness. I mean, we'll see, but
Yeah, that's a good point.
Sorry.
I like how Nat puts it there in the chat. Like, if Tony's not going to be there, somebody's got to be in charge, and we need to know who it is. I like that, Nat. At least mention it. Like, we will find out who's in charge. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, at least say something like that.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, solid card for Dynamite King. We got 1 minute. It's the first time Zelda has jumped up here for a stream in a while. Oh, it's Tony in his Jaguars office.
You're like 20 seconds ahead of me. I have like Big Bang Theory still on for me.
Okay. Oh! Yeah. Technical difficulties, y'all. Bucks have ironclad contracts. Oh shit, that was awesome. We got a new Dynamite opener, Rome. Wait till you see this. Best opener ever. That was sick. So they did start it off with the Bucks claiming to be in charge. It's about half of what I said. It was awesome. It was just all the elite.
Yeah, no, it was really good.
That was great.
Reese's peanut butter cups versus
Oh, and go straight to Swerve. Let's go. All right, I want to try to sync up with you. Where are you at, right?
They are still showing the crowd from the open. Whose house? Swerve's house.
You see Swerve on the screen yet?
Not yet. Garment. Oh, now I see Swerve. The Bucks were just talking. Hold on. I didn't hear what they said, but the Bucks were definitely just talking over Swerve's announcement. Bro, are they just gonna talk over the show?
That's gonna be great.
I swear I'm not. Did anyone else hear that? Like, it was like very quiet, but the Bucks were like the EVP something. I'm going to Twitter. I gotta make sure that I'm not crazy and that anyone else heard that. Please let me know.
I can't get it to pause. I love Swerve, man.
Uh-oh. Swerve is aligning against the Elite here.
Oh, absolutely.
Which is interesting, because that means the Hangman, when he's going to come back, he's going to join the Elite.
Oh.
Well, the Elite's going to come out and say it's Jack Perry, I imagine.
Oh man, the AEW Civil War, Rome.
Yeah, no, it's going to be something.
Oh shit.
The network aided that.
Oh! Oh my god. Yes. 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 Oh shit.
Okay.
The challenger for Swerve at Double or Nothing.
Okay.
Christian Cage, the father of the year. Let's go. Dude, that's an unexpected opponent, but absolutely awesome choice. No, not Jack Perry.
No, I mean, I guess I could see them holding off on Jack Perry.
Exactly, Nat. Unexpected, but I love it. I think we said the exact same thing. Christian, he's getting chance. You guys remember how much of a heel this guy is?
Yeah.
Oh! Oh! Oh, no! Oh. That was awesome. Oh, no! No! Oh! No. No. My prince. Long-term booking rule. AEW. AEW. Long-term booking rule. Whew. Father of the Year. Dude, Christian is a top heel. Ow. What up, Lewis? Ow. That had to hurt. Yo, look at Mama Wayne. She looks fucking evil. She plays a great heel. What up, Macho? Looks like Brody King is already talking to Copeland. Yeah, that was nuts, King. All right, here we go. The Cope Open. What was that? Alright, so who you guys think it's going to be? Put it in the chat. Who you think is going to be the opponent? It's going to be one of the 3 members of the House of Black. Ooh, wouldn't that be crazy if they had like a new member? That'd throw everybody off.
Yeah, it'll probably be Brody, though.
Yeah. Copeland's gear looks cool. It's weird to see blue Canada gear. Like, I know the Montreal Canadiens are... Their stuff's blue.
There's a lot of Canadian teams that have blue, I think.
Yeah.
The Blue Jays?
I always associate the color red with Canada, you know?
Yeah, I guess.
He said, I'm going to infiltrate you. Whew. Oh. Yo, so I have the closed captions on.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know why, but it just said the House of Black Pudding. Like chocolate pudding.
No.
So we're going to have Buddy Matthews. This is going to be fire. Black Pudding is an ooze-type creature in Dungeons and Dragons. Oh.
Grant's at the show. Floor seats.
Oh shit, Grant's at the show on the floor. Let's go.
Grant, stand up and wave your hands.
Did you bring a broken table sign? No, I'm just kidding. Ooh.
No, Macho, that's the Chris Jericho match.
Yeah, that's going to be the Jericho match, Macho. Yeah, I used to think like that, Nat, but if you like look throughout history, like that's just a thing. You hold up a sign at a wrestling show, it's just a thing that happens. Now you don't want to be a dick and hold it up for like 20 seconds straight. I hold it up for like 3-4 seconds tops. Ooh, nice tope. I mean, yeah, that's true, Nat, you know. It's totally true. In the last row, not facing the cameras. Ah, okay. All right, there's a picture-in-picture here. I will be right back, bro.
All right. How's everyone in the chat doing tonight? King of Hueco Mundo says Buddy looks great. Yeah, Buddy's really talented, man. Honestly, like, I think all of the House of Black are really talented. I'm a big fan of them. Shame that 2 of the 3 of them caused all that, or part of that drama a year ago or so. Mox has to show up at this show. I don't think you're going to see him tonight. I mean, you might. Keep in mind, like, the AEW Civil War will be a thing. I'm sure Mox will definitely be a part of that, but I don't think you'll see it just yet. He's been doing a lot of work with New Japan stuff, so they've got that. He's probably got those dates coming up. Yeah, Grant. See, that's always why I don't like. And I was talking to someone in the Discord the other day. I would never do floor seats for a wrestling show unless it was front row, because like you have to be standing the whole time because you're ground level with everyone else. Like, it's one thing because when the seats that aren't the floor seats, they ascend. So really, as long as you're not in front of someone who's like 10 feet tall, like, you should be fine. But when you're floor seats, you're kind of flat level with everyone, and that's not for me personally. And it sucks. People keep standing. Yeah.
That's actually funny he says that, because I was going to say the one thing that bothers me the most at shows is when everybody stands up when it's not like really a time to stand up. And then like everyone behind you is like, can you sit down? And it's like, no, not until the people in front of me sit down.
Yeah. I remember, I think it might have been the last show we went. No, it wasn't the last one. It was the one before the last one we went to. There was like the 2 guys that were like sitting to my left, and they kept standing the whole time. And the people behind us were like, "Hey, buddy, I'm gonna fuck you up." I'm just trying to watch the show, man. Like, I don't want no smoke. I'm not standing. It's him over there. And the thing that always sucks for me, and this has happened to me before at wrestling events and at football games too. But like, if somebody is standing in front of me and I can't see, the rule of thumb for me is you stand up, because I don't want to miss stuff. I can't control the people in front of me standing up, but I'm gonna stand up. And so I've had people get mad at me because I'm tall. I'm 6'2". So like, if I'm standing, you're behind me, like, you probably aren't seeing, unless you're standing. And honestly, even if you're short enough, even if you're standing, you might not see behind me. But I can't tell you how many times I've had to turn around and be like, because someone's mad at me for standing, and I'm like, bro, I paid for this ticket. Like, if I can't see, I'm going to make sure I can see. Like, I don't know what you want me to do. The dude in front of me doesn't want to sit down. Talk to him.
Yep.
I was like, sorry.
Yeah, Mariah and Serena Deeb's going to be freaking awesome, Macho. That was kind of weird. pretty good match so far.
Yeah, Nat, I know. Just don't yell at me. Yell at the guy in front of me. Yeah. Yeah, like I don't like. That's the thing. Like outside of, I mean, at wrestling shows, honestly, I don't need to stand. Obviously, with like football or baseball, I usually get a little bit more hyped up if something big happens. But like wrestling, like if everyone were to sit down, like I would love to just scream and cheer from my seat. I wouldn't mind, you know.
Yeah. I always wind up being unlucky, and I have somebody in front of me who's massive and has a huge head and a hat on. I'm like, fuck.
Yeah. But I'll say this too. I mean, ringside is a little overrated as well. Like being like front row, honestly. So I've been front row for one show, and it was a New Japan pay-per-view, Collision in Philadelphia or whatever it was called. And I had a great time, excellent time. You know, it's really cool getting to, you know, like be right there. Like the main event was Aussie Open defending their tag titles. I forget who they faced. I think it was like Lio Rush and Ishii or whatever. But like, got to see Orange Cassidy wrestle. And it was great. But what would have been one of my favorite matches of the night was they did an Extreme Rules match, a hardcore match, whatever. And it was Lance Archer versus Fred Rosser. And like I didn't see like 70% of the match because like I was like front row and they were like everywhere that I wasn't. There was a cool spot though where they have they're fighting in the crowd and Lance big boots Fred over the barricade back into the ring area, and that was like a foot, like 6 feet away from me, and that was pretty dope. But yeah, it's rough to be front row because like you can't see everything, especially like. So, like, keep in mind, people on the other side of the building, on the front row, they can't see Copeland at all right now. Like, you know what I mean? So,
yeah, I see what you're saying.
Yeah, it's a trade-off. Like, you know, you sit a little higher up and everybody's a little bit smaller, and you might not, like, get to slap a wrestler's hand or something. Because I did get to high-five El Desperado at that show. He was coming around.
Nice.
I was like, what's up?
Hell yeah. Yo, watch this collision in the middle of the ring. That just like screams broken ribs, man. Ow. Oh, God.
You know what was interesting today, Jeff? So it was, I was listening to the Phillies game when I was driving home from work today. So it was like 83, 84 here today.
Yeah.
And it was like 70 in California. And I'm just like, that kind of like baffled me that it was like hotter here than it was there.
Yep.
Oh, buddy's bleeding.
No, Macho, you were incorrect. This has been a great match. Nothing that I'm going to tell you to go out of your way to go see it. Like, if you're not watching it, I'm not going to tell you to, like, go find this match and watch it, but it's still good. It's not boring at all.
I think it's enjoyable. I don't know if how much this internal bleeding is real or not.
What, you mean bloody? The blood coming from Buddy's mouth?
I mean, yeah. I mean, they worked it pretty well.
Yeah, they did.
I mean, it was a crossbody in midair, so I mean, the doctor got out of the ring. Okay.
Like I said, it was screaming broken ribs. The doctor was handing him the blood capsule for his mouth. Or here, take this sensu bean. Oh, Coog, you're a boxing fan, right? You know all about the body shots, man. A Canelo left hook to the body, you're toast. You can take one of the toughest guys in the world, man. You hit him with a nice liver shot, just folds him in half. Feels like you get struck by lightning. What up, David Sadowski? Looking forward to Omega tonight. So are we. What up, Hasid? Your birthday's coming up in 2 days. So you're going to be May 3rd?
Yes, Friday. Happy preemptive birthday.
Oh, you got lucky with a birthday on Friday. Have fun, man.
Everyone has their turn on a Friday, Jeff.
I know, like every 7 years or so.
No, I think it's like the day shifts like every year, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's not 7 years. Oh, yeah, I get what you're saying. Theoretically, you could argue that like you get a birthday on a weekend, 3 years in a row. So it's more like
Yeah.
it's more like you just gotta wait like 5 years to get that, or 4 years, I guess.
David says, love to see Kenny versus Danielson soon. Oh, man. I would love for Kenny to face Danielson again. I would really like it to be for some sort of title, though.
You know, this crowd is kind of ass, actually. I think they've been a pretty dead crowd.
Hassan's going to be 37.
That's like
just a little younger.
Jeff's age.
It's like a year younger than me. I love that we had so many title changes recently. I got to change like everything down below.
Yeah.
We got Swerve now. We got Willow now.
I think that as long as Tony's off TV, though, you should probably remove Tony Khan.
Yeah, I know, right? Right when I thought of putting him on there.
Like, you don't have the tag champions, and those same tag champions are also they're running the show. You don't have, you know.
That's a good point.
It's a missed opportunity.
I do have the scapegoat, though. I will say this match is long as fuck. Not necessarily a bad thing, but... Oh, God! That DDT off the top rope is nasty, huh?
Yeah.
Watch this move Buddy does here. Right here. Boom! That was badass. I can actually see where you are, I forgot. That was a good impaler? Yeah, Macho. That was badass. Oh! An angle slam! What do they call that now? An Olympic slam?
Yeah, I think so.
Dude, that meme that everybody uses of Kurt Angle is so funny. Just his weird face. Right, King? This is a great match.
Yeah, no, it's really good.
Oh! Was that a GTS? I don't know what he did to him right there. Spear! 1, 2, 3. Copeland retains in a great match. One point for Adam Copeland, 0 for Macho. Copeland attacking Buddy after the bell. Alright.
Well, it's part of the Black Mist. Remember, he was misted.
Oh, yeah. Oh shit, Concerto coming up.
Lights will probably go out. They'll save Buddy. Or he'll take the hit. I think either of those are very likely. Yep, there it is.
What the fuck? What the fuck?
Malachi's like, yeah, just fucking do it, man. Do it.
Oh,
Do
shit.
it. Hit him. Hit him. Beat the fuck out of him. I don't care about this guy.
He said, go ahead, do it. What are you doing?
Lights went out. Because he turned to Malachi. Malachi's like, I didn't say hit me.
Yo, that was so good.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. I love that.
Buddy was like, go ahead, come on. Come on.
Okay, I'll lay back down. Do it. Do it.
Macho says, is Camille coming out today? It's possible. That'd be really cool if we see Camille tonight. Or we could use Camille to help Willow retain her title. That was a great way to start the show, and we're already 45 minutes in. Damn. Well, I guess I wouldn't say start the show, but, you know. If they keep it up, this is going to be a banger. Yeah. They definitely got to keep these 3-hour shows to the type where they fly by, you know.
Mm-hmm. Jeff, you follow? I think this is boxing. You follow boxing, right?
Yeah.
Ryan Garcia, right? You know him.
Mm-hmm.
Tested positive for the PED Ostarine the day before and the day of his upset win over Devin Haney, per a VADA letter obtained by ESPN.
Huh.
Don't do drugs, kids.
Let's see.
Apparently also screened positive for 19 norandrosterone. I don't fucking know what that is. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Let's see. Is he trending at all, or no? Not yet.
I don't know. My side of wrestling Twitter is laughing at him because I think he tweeted the other day like, "Oh, should I sign with WWE, guys?" People are laughing, so people are dunking on him. Yeah, he tested positive for the banned PD Ostarine. Yeah, I'm seeing that a few other people. Okay, so the thing he tested positive for, many bodybuilders take it to put on muscle mass, enhance their fat loss speed, and increase strength while on bulking and cutting cycles. That's not something you should be doing when boxing.
Hey, Samoa Joe.
He's like, what is he like making out with this girl? What's going on? Oh, it's here. You got her. Has posted 69 AEW wins. That was his name card thing.
Yo, new Kenny Omega shirt dropped today.
Is it the Cross Tekken one?
Yeah, the Tekken crossover.
That one it came out like a week ago, but it is a really nice shirt. I really love Kenny getting these deals with Street Fighter and now Tekken.
Says it's only available for 2 weeks. You got to pre-order it now.
If I wasn't broke, I would.
Yeah, WWE posted a picture of Tiffany Stratton saying, "It's birthday time, happy birthday." And she looks horrifying. What the hell?
Oh, Isaiah, I wouldn't do that, man. Oh, shit. Always fun. Always a fun spot.
I'm actually reading this excerpt from Killing the Business from the Bucks that Cody was pissed about right now.
Man, the whole Cody thing is so fucking stupid because Cody's so upset about a joke that Tony Storm made, but he has no idea, no context that the joke was about Triple H. And I'm just like, honestly, man, it just makes Cody that much more unlikable. Oof, Isaiah. Great spot. Love that spot. No, it just makes Cody so unlikable because it's just like he's like creating these false narratives that paint him as like this victim complex, and it's like, bro, like I fucking hate this guy. Like, this guy is literally the antithesis of like everything I want out of pro wrestling. Like he is like literally the like a prime example of what I just don't want in my pro wrestling. It's insane.
Yeah, this is
someone is like that. Someone could be an embodiment of like how like my hatred for, like, I say it this way just for the lack of a better way to put it, but like my hatred for pro wrestling. You know what I mean? Like when I like fall out of love with it, or like when I almost fell out of love with it. Like, this dude is like the embodiment of like why I've, like, when I fucking hate wrestling. Like it's him. It's Cody Rhodes.
Oh, good night, Isaiah.
He did like a really cringe like interview today too. That like he was like, so you know, like all the jokes on Twitter where it's like black WWE fans are putting him like as like a hero of like ended racism. We always make that joke, but like people are like taking like Martin Luther King out of like pictures and putting Cody in there and stuff, and they asked Cody about it, and like his response like was like really cringe kind of. And of course Joe kills him, but it's just like, and like, look, I have no right to be offended by it, so like I'm not offended by it, but like I saw plenty of people on Twitter who like have a right to be and were like anyone like they're like, hey, like maybe people shouldn't put a white guy in this spot, and I'm just like, yeah, I mean, it's weird, it's very cringy, it's very cringy for Cody to like kind of just be like, you know, it's cool, and I'm just like, it's,
especially when he looks so much like Homelander.
Yeah, like it's just. I saw someone make a great point where it's like, because even in the video, Cody's like, yeah, my daughter's black, and like I think Cody was almost kind of justifying it, and I'm like, dude, you shouldn't want this. You shouldn't want this reaction.
Like, is he taking it seriously? Like people are serious and not doing it as a joke?
Well, the thing is, I don't think that those people are joking about it.
Okay.
I don't know, man. They're weirdos. We already know it's a cult over there.
Yeah. Well, on another note, did you see Taz's tweet about his knee And he basically now needs surgery on all 4 joints, knees and shoulders.
Yeah, man. I mean, I think it's worth noting that, like, in the same day...
Or full replacement, actually.
Yeah, it sucks, man. And Taz clarifies, he's like, these weren't from bumps. It's from me overexerting myself, working out, trying to be a big guy. And, like, I think it's really stupid that on the same day that, like, Taz says this, and Taz is like, hey, young wrestlers, like, it's not about how big you are. Like, don't push your body to limits that you can't recover from. Otherwise, you're going to end up like me, where it's like, I need new shoulders and new joints and new legs and knees or whatever. And it's like, on the same day, NXT's like, we're going to have a women's tournament, and that tournament's going to be decided by we're going to hold a women's combine. And it's like, yeah, like they're just two different. It's just different. It's a wrong culture. It's just not a good culture. Like, it's like, oh man. I remember Cody tore his tricep, and how many torn ACLs do they have in NXT? Like, man, look, like there is a desire in that culture in the other promotion to just make sure you're as buff as possible, and like people get hurt. I'm not saying people don't get hurt in AEW. Like that would be an asinine thing to say, but like, man, it's just like NXT is such a record history of like torn ACLs, and it's not good. It's not good stuff.
Well, I hope Taz is, not in too much pain there. He basically said he's not going to do the replacement on all 4 joints, which I don't know if I would either. Jeez.
Yeah, he's going to keep trying regenerative processes, he said.
You should go ask Peyton Manning about what he did for his neck, man, the stem cell shit.
I mean, hey, man, it's worked for Danielson, and it's worked for Copeland, and it's worked for Saraya, and...
If it works on your neck, it's got to work on your shoulder. Like,
you would think, right?
Right? You at least think it'd be a little bit less dangerous to be trying it on your shoulder than your neck. And damn, Miami is getting destroyed by the Celtics. 46-68. 22 point at halftime. Did you see Tyrese Maxey fucking take over last night and tie the game at the end and fucking take over in overtime?
Yeah, I mean, it's his team now.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, Joel Embiid's a fucking loser. He's a fraud, and I've been saying it. And
he's just hurt.
My Philly sports friends, dude's always hurt, bro. What are we talking about here?
Well, I mean, yeah.
Every year it's the same thing. It's like, look, we've seen this before. I literally was on TikTok yesterday, and I saw a TikTok, and it was literally like back to back for like 5 years straight with the Sixers just being eliminated from the playoffs. And it's like, come on, man. At what point are you gonna start blaming Joel Embiid? Like, there's no accountability with that man. Like, none at all. Because it's like first Ben's the problem, so they get rid of Ben, and then like, it's like, we need Jimmy Butler, so we bring in Jimmy Butler. He doesn't work out, and then Ben gets, they get rid of Ben, and then they get rid of the coach. They get rid of Doc.
Look at this girl in the audience. She looks exactly like Statlander. They're showing all the Orange Cassidy looking people.
Well, I don't think she looks. I mean, maybe a little.
I thought it was Statlander for a second. That was crazy.
But no, I mean, Joel Embiid's a fraud. The man's done. Done nothing. He's always hurt. He always.
Are you gonna call Mike Trout a fraud too? He's always injured and he never makes the playoffs.
This is different. Joel Embiid.
Okay.
Joel Embiid's a guy who, like, he's in these big spots. Mike Trout doesn't make it to the big spots because he's injury prone. Mike Trout's absolutely injury prone. I'm not going to make that argument. But Joel Embiid is playing in these games and making it to these games. And it's like, at what point is like enough? Where it's like,
yeah, they won. That's all I could say. They won.
It was like, I've had to make this. People hate when I make this comparison, but I was like, it's like, hey, like Carson Wentz, like, what I like, you believe in Carson Wentz? It's like, because the people that are, I know a lot of people.
This is gonna be.
I know a lot
an
of
Orange Cassidy in-ring promo.
I would knock Carson Wentz, but are Joel Embiid fans. And I'm like, it doesn't work that way. Joel Embiid put up 1 point in the fourth quarter yesterday.
When have we ever had
an
Orange?
What?
When have we ever had an Orange Cassidy in-ring promo?
I mean,
like this?
Rarely, but I mean, he's pissed. He's gonna challenge Trent to a match, Double or Nothing, I imagine.
Oh shit.
What? That's interesting.
Yeah, I was like, whoa. Orange says Chucky will never
Gotta be a
wrestle
work.
again.
That's got to be a work.
Yeah.
I don't like. Yeah, they're gonna be like, oh, he bounces back. Like,
See a Chucky training montage.
yeah, there's no shot.
Unless that was his retirement match and he really wanted to face Trent.
Why were these guys ready to go?
Oh shit. No. What? Get his ass away from Orange Cassidy. What? Don Callis
that
with
work?
Orange Cat. I don't know. I thought Callis was going to join with Trent. Or Trent was going to join Don or something. Nicholas Matthew Jackson. Scapegoat. Damn. Jack was a great promo. Oh God. Ugh.
That was excellent. Yeah.
Room. He's got his own whole fucking entrance for the learning tree room. I'm gonna throw up. Hold on.
All right, folks. This is a Jericho break. Look, I don't need food. I'm not watching this match. All right? I'm not watching this. I'm not going anywhere. I'm gonna check the old laptop. I'm literally focusing on the chat now. This is the chat. See, I got it right here. You know, with the chat. You know, actually, I'm gonna take this moment to show off something I picked up today. Hold on 1 second. All right. So, hello everybody. I would like to show off the purchase that I made today. This is Obi-Wan Kenobi, 4K Blu-ray. Big Star Wars fan. If you have not seen Obi-Wan Kenobi, the 4K Blu-ray, I love this show. I'm a big Obi-Wan fan. He is my favorite character in Star Wars. I love Obi-Wan Kenobi. This show is so fucking good. I'm not gonna spoil anything, but the finale, the last episode, is insane. You gotta check this out. It's on Disney Plus. I'm a collector, so that's why I bought the 4K Blu-ray. But it's on Disney Plus. If you like Star Wars, go watch it. Watch episode 3 first. I mean, watch the prequels in general, which I think it's really funny because growing up with the prequels, because I'm obviously too young for the original trilogy. I saw the original trilogy before the prequels, but excuse me. With the prequels, it's I grew up with people fucking hating those movies, right? And now we've come full circle where people love the prequels, and I'm so here for it because I think the prequels in Star Wars get a lot of unnecessary hate. I just think that the hate is so absurd. I'm gonna mute this TV because I don't care about Chris Jericho. So yeah, the prequels are so good, actually. Look, I'm not gonna lie. There are some really silly things that George Lucas did with the prequels. The midichlorians. Episode 1's got a lot of dumb shit in it, right? No doubt about it. But you can't tell me that Duel of the Fates with fucking Qui-Gon and Obi-Wan fighting in that giant generator room against Darth Maul isn't some of the coolest shit you've ever seen in your entire life. I just don't accept that. Qui-Gon's great. There's so many great things about that movie. And you get to episode 2, which is the Clone Wars, and it's I don't know. I just think it's really cool that the Star Wars in the original trilogy, I always like the battles, right? The battle over the Death Star or the Battle of Hoth. To see an actual war break out on Geonosis, I think that's so fucking cool. And then Revenge of the Sith is just Obi-Wan and Anakin's, friendship and brotherhood and almost father figures, type stuff. Just go up and smoke, pun intended. And it's just cinema. It's beautiful. And too much hate goes with the prequels. Did you ever see the Mortal Kombat show that came out after WCW Nitro? Probably at some point. Bebe has literally turned off AEW and will continue tomorrow. The Jericho protest. Hello and good night. Hello, Bebe. I know Jeff is currently off with the Jericho break. Maybe we'll do flip duties where next week he'll cover the break. But so I'm here. So anyways, Star Wars prequels. In closing, I would just like to say that Star Wars prequels are excellent films, and while not perfect, very enjoyable. And so, Jeff, I want to get your take on this. So I was showing off to the chat that I bought the 4K Blu-ray for Obi-Wan Kenobi, the show, which I think is just phenomenal. Your thoughts? Okay, so we talked about this, I think, on the last stream. Your favorite Star Wars, you said, is Rogue One, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Tell me why you love Rogue One. Because we're not watching we're not watching Chris Jericho.
Basically because of the ending scene with Darth Vader showing you why people love Star Wars movies in the first place is a fucking badass Jedi or a Sith with a lightsaber. And, just that scene, I just vividly remember it. You know what I mean? And it was just an all-around great movie. None of the... Obviously, Darth Vader at the end comes out for that scene I love, but most of the movie were characters that we weren't really aware of, just all brand new characters for me. I loved how new it felt. But
yeah,
these other new ones, I haven't seen very much of this other stuff, because I'm not a big fan of Disney's work recently, so I'll admit all that. I haven't seen that Obi-Wan Kenobi show at all.
Oh, bro. It's so good. It's so good. So for me... With Disney and Star Wars, right? And I think we've talked about this either on Discord or whatever. So I think that Disney has done a better job with Star Wars than Star Wars fans give them credit for. It hasn't all been great, right? The Last Jedi is not a good movie. The Last Jedi has one redeeming scene in it that is fucking incredible, and it's the the Star Destroyer going through the other Star Destroyer scene, like that is so dope, right? You take that scene out of the movie has nothing of redeeming quality, in my opinion. And I think Force Awakens is fine. I think Rise of Skywalker is fine. It's a mess because of The Last Jedi, but it's got enjoyable parts. But like other than that, like I think those 3 movies are the weakest thing that Disney's put out for Star Wars. But as a whole, it's fine. I think Solo's a good movie. It's not great. It's good. It's solid. It's a shame that it flopped because it actually brought Darth Maul into the live action, and they were going to start telling some really cool stories with that, but they didn't do it because it flopped. They abandoned it. It sucked. But the shows, man, have been great. Kenobi's great. Mandalorian's great. Andor's great. The Book of Boba Fett, a lot of people were annoyed that it was basically more of a Mandalorian season. Like, it was like Mandalorian season 2.5, but like, Boba Fett's all over it. It's a dope-ass show. It's great. So, I think Disney's doing a great job with Star Wars. I think Star Wars right now is in better shape than Marvel. Although Wolverine and Deadpool looks fucking incredible.
Yeah, that looks pretty good.
Yeah, that trailer is so dope. Picture. So the match is still going on, so I'm going to turn back around again.
It's actually a pretty good match. Shibata's, he's awesome. So.
Oh, yeah, I mean, Shibata
he's definitely making up for it.
Shibata could wrestle a paper bag and it would be incredible. But I have no interest in Chris Jericho. Until they take him off my television, I'm not partaking in this. Yeah, so... It's Star Wars.
I still can't figure out where those emotes come from on our screen. It's the weirdest thing.
I think the funny thing is that people get really upset about Star Wars, like, doing silly things, acting like the fucking Ewoks didn't happen in the original trilogy. Like, the Ewoks are, like, the most ridiculous thing, right? Like, I just think it's really funny how people just, like, oh, well, that happened in the original trilogy, but we're not going to criticize that. I do think that that's a little unfair.
You like this new heel face, Jericho? The learning tree?
No, it's terrible, man. It's terrible.
Maybe I'll have to give it a little bit, but I've been so down on Jericho that I'm not even willing to give it a minute, so maybe it'll grow on me.
They're setting up to do a whole nother fucking faction. The learning tree is going to become a faction, and they're all going to be under the learning tree of Jericho, and like... Whoop-de-doo, Basil. Whoop-de-doo. It's fucking terrible. It's trash. It's trash.
I don't understand where these emotes are coming from. It doesn't make any sense, I tell you.
Coach Nick reminding everybody to join the Discord, which you absolutely should.
Yes, thank you, Coach. What up, Coach?
What's going on, Coach? Well, Coach is here, so we can talk sports if you want. Yeah, so anyways, Tyrese Maxey, right? The Sixers are his team now. Like, there's no ifs, ands, or buts. Like, Joel Embiid, he's a fraud. He needs to go away. I'm tired of Joel Embiid. I don't want to see Joel Embiid anymore. Coach, I'm not even watching Chris. I don't even care. Like, that's the thing. And, like, the chat is saying it's a good match. And I'm sure it is. Shibata is fucking incredible. Shibata could wrestle a paper bag and it'd be a great match. A point needs to be made. A message needs to be said. You know what I mean? And I'm just some dude on a podcast, right? But, like, I'm going to use my corner of the internet and I'm going to make it known that I'm just not watching Chris Jericho. Dude's cooked. It's washed. It's going to be a stupid faction. LeBron and Embiid can play on a team together. Team sissy. Hell yeah, Coach. I agree, man. And like I said, Embiid is a huge fraud. And I've been upsetting all my Philly friends, right? Because I always try to keep it real. And especially because I don't really care about basketball that much, I'm able to look at the Sixers in a very brutal light. Where it's like, I look at Joel Embiid and I see Dak Prescott. I see a regular season warrior who, when the lights are brightest and his team needs him the most, he crumbles. And that's That's Joel Embiid. That's who Joel Embiid is. Complete fraud. Last night proved it. Last night absolutely proved it. Look, I don't care if he's dealing with an injury. He's always hurt. He's always hurt. Which, that's another problem. But, no. It's tired of the excuses. Absolutely tired of the excuses.
Crowd's loving the match.
It's been a shitty crowd in general, I would say, regardless. So, also, they're in Winnipeg, which is his hometown. So, I would expect them to get behind Chris Jericho.
Oh, his chest is fucking hamburger meat after all those chops from Shibata. Shibata standing up.
Oh, I just looked up. Why the fuck is Chris Jericho wearing trunks in 2024?
This is actually hilarious.
Yeah, Max is a stud coach. Like I texted my friend last night, and because I actually did tune in for it because I was waiting.
Speaking of Star Wars, this looks like R2-D2 or something.
It's just a trash can, Jeff. Anyways.
Oh shit.
Anyways, yeah. How's the show been for the first hour and some change? Coach, it's been a great show up to this point. The Bucks are in charge now. They're running the show. Tony, they have an ironclad contract that states that if Tony Khan isn't in the building, they run the show, and also they can't be fired or gotten rid of due to their contracts. Edge versus Adam Copeland versus Buddy, I thought was really good. It went a little long, but I thought it was a really good match. Jack Perry cut a really good promo, which just continues to solidify the fact that Jack Perry came out of this CM Punk situation just for the better, like completely for the better.
Absolutely.
I'm just a simple man trying to make my way in the universe. Yeah, Coog. I vibe with Django when he says that. Yeah, it's been a really good show. Again, I stand by my take. I don't like the 3-hour shows. Not a fan. Still not a fan. It's good. It's been a good show so far. I would like to see the Elite be a little bit more involved. Because...
What up, Ramit?
What's up, Ramit? Maybe Ramit, Kenny Omega might be the new general manager. We know that Kenny's going to be there tonight. Kenny's totally going to say, hey, all the clauses that you have, I have too, dummies. That's totally,
God.
That's totally going to be what they do.
This is awesome.
So
I love this. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Oh. Alright, now I feel like an ass for fucking doing the Jericho break.
Flip-flop, Jeff. Flip-flops again.
Shibata grabbing the table. I knew it was going to be a good match. Shibata's fucking awesome.
Coach says, I haven't been paying attention to much wrestling stuff, but at the gym today I was listening to Fightful and they said 100% the next show media rights deal is AEW going to a 3-hour show permanently. Yeah, totally. The WBD upfronts or their big show, their presentation is in about 2 weeks. I feel like we might get the new TV deal announced there, and it's going to be a 3-hour show. It's a reality that we're just going to have to accept. I don't know if Jeff's going to have to change the name of the channel because I don't see when the fuck we're going to be doing podcasts, unfortunately. But, yeah, it's just the way it is. They have the roster to do the 3-hour shows, and I don't think the 3-hour shows are going to be bad necessarily. 3 hours on a weekly basis in a row is, I don't know. Not a fan of it. Just not a fan. It's a large chunk of time.
Yeah. Especially with the kid coming and stuff.
Yeah, right. That's what I'm saying, man. I don't know.
Oh, ripcord chop. Jesus.
If they go 3 hours, I would want them to get rid of Collision, to be completely honest. I'm going to be completely real with you. I would get rid of Collision and just do just do a 3-hour Dynamite and then do a Rampage on Fridays. I don't think they'll do that, but
No, they're not getting rid of nothing. We might get rid of Rampage and the third hour of Dynamite be Rampage. Or,
maybe, I don't know. We'll have to see, but I'm not super
Oh,
about
shit.
it, but it is what it is. If it's successful for them, I'm sure they'll do it. So,
fucking Big Bill out here.
wow. Oh, man. Get under the learning tree, folks.
Oh!
Chris Jericho.
Big Bill with the
Learning
shout
tree.
out to the podcast.
Big Bill, learning tree. Everybody learn about trees. Earth Day was last week.
Shibata folded in half. 1, 2, 3.
Oh, 3 hours both shows, Coach. Man, I don't even want to think about that. That's gonna be rough. That's gonna be really rough.
Yeah, that sucked. Not like it wouldn't suck like wrestling wise. It would just suck for time wise.
Yeah, no, for sure. Like again,
Sleep will be deprived.
yeah, I'm just not a fan. Anyone think they were gonna see the back of my head for this podcast? Well, here you are. There we are. Is it over?
It's more like the side. It's like your ear.
Don't tempt me. Yeah, there you go. That shit sucks. Terrible. Terrible. Big Bill. He's like, I love you, Chris. I love you. I want to learn under your tree. I want to take a bite out of them apples.
Coach, you'll be seeing Ricky Starks in NXT soon enough. I don't even care. The roster we have right now, Ricky Starks can...
Yeah, you're going to be seeing...
he can go play with Cody.
You're going to be
all he
seeing
wants.
absolutely Ricardo in NXT any day now.
That'd be great. Ricky Starks is going to be like...
Cool. So now we're back. Chris Jericho breaks over, folks.
Willow!
Wrap it up.
I love Willow.
Great talk, chat. Great talk. It was great.
Willow's always looking good, King.
Stokely looks so miserable. That's how I feel watching Chris Jericho. Stokely's face is how I feel when Chris Jericho's on my television.
Oh, dude, Fed fans are fucking in the dumpster right now. The Bucks have absolutely taken over this entire show.
Will Washington just handed Renee a phone?
Yeah.
There's nothing better than a game. Great tasting Miller Lite. I feel like Miller Lite. Tastes great. Never understood this argument. Let it be both. Miller and Miller.
The Bucks using the phone, forcing Will Washington.
Yeah, Will Washington, book assistant with the booking under Tony Khan, has now been resorted to a simple stagehand.
I think he's considered the story coherency guy.
Yeah, I mean, Will Washington does a great job, so. Except for when Chris Jericho is around, you know. Everybody does a bad job when Chris Jericho is around.
Well, it would appear that Jericho gets to book his own.
Hi guys. Now that I have Inspire, I'm free from struggling with math. Inspire is a sleep apnea treatment that works inside my body with a click of this button. Where do you go? I'm going to get Inspire.
Learn more and view important safety information at inspiresleep.com.
It may not
What the fuck? Ryan Garcia is having a meltdown, I think, on Twitter, Jeff.
Oh, dude, he's already gone kind of crazy. Like, everybody thought he went crazy before that fight.
So he just said,
He just
tweeted out, Ryan Garcia tweeted out about 20 minutes ago, if I took the steroids, then I'm for sure gay. Like, What? What is going on? Someone
What?
someone quote tweeted it and put like, well, pride flag.
Wow, what a weirdo.
What is going on?
Poppy. It's soda. Tastes like soda. Even better.
What up, Brandon?
Looks like soda. Smells like soda. Fizzes like soda.
Coach, I don't know if you were here earlier, Coach, but he tested positive for steroids and shit. Forget what it was called exactly.
It has all of the flavor. The future of soda is now.
Yep, King of Pikamudo. So he's gay. Yeah, so he's gay. It's like, bro, if I tested positive for wouldn't that be funny if that was like his way of coming out to his like family? It's like, I didn't do that. If I tested positive, I'm gay.
Bro, Shibata's trending right now.
As
That's
it
how good
should.
that-
As it should. Yeah, Coach. He tested positive. I forget exactly what it was, but my side of Twitter has been dunking on him.
Let's try this again. What do you see? My first championship in Houston. Second championship. Charles not winning a championship. Kitty, let's try and stay positive. Oh, I'm positive you didn't win a ring. Oh my God. Sith Lords, I'm your specialty. We will be with you all weekend long. The Star Wars Beyond will be with you weekend. Start Saturday morning at 6 on TBS. Welcome back to AEW Dynamite. We're in the midst of 3 straight hours live tonight on TBS.
He just posted fake news like Donald Trump.
What do you
Ryan Garcia's losing his mind. He said fake news like if I was Donald Trump.
It's all over for him. That's why.
Not really. He just beat the shit out of Devin Haney.
Why not? But
Nobody cares.
Well,
Nobody cares if he took a supplement that was banned.
are they gonna suspend him?
Maybe.
Well, boxing's a joke then.
Yeah, boxing's got fucking some shitty ass rules for. I don't know what it is. I know if USADA does the same thing that the UFC gets, it's like a 2-year ban.
You know, boxing used to be a gentleman's sport.
These dudes barely fight anymore anyway. It's like once every year and a half, 2 years anyway.
Yeah. Brandon Jones, what do you think of the Brandon James? Sorry, what do you think of the show? It's been good-ish. I've liked everything the Elite's done. I think that like the Claudio, Jesus Christ, the Copeland Buddy match was a little long, and Jericho wrestling was too long. So I mean, I don't know. That was an excellent promo from Claudio. Brandon James said Jericho needs to leave. I agree.
I'm actually seeing other boxers defending Ryan Garcia, saying, nah, they're setting him up. They're saying Devin Haney wasn't expected to lose that fight, and they're trying to do anything they can to take it away from Garcia.
Well, boxing's dumb, so who cares?
Yeah. It's boxing's so corrupt, it's not even funny, man.
That's why I just watch Rocky, and like that's the extent of my caring about boxing. It's like, all right, great movies, great films, great story. Boxing was so cool in the Rocky movies.
Yeah, a whole bunch of boxers coming out. That's kind of crazy.
Does that mean he's not gay? Oh, they're doing it next week on Dynamite, Cassidy and Beretta? No, I don't like that. I don't think you let that match happen. Where you have some BS ending. That's a pay-per-view match. That's money.
Yeah,
They just said Chuck fucking Taylor's never wrestling again in his entire career. His career is over. That is not a simple Dynamite match. Honestly, that's a match that I would have go like a couple months. Or a few that would go a couple months. I wouldn't even do the first match yet, even if it's just a blow-off DQ match.
Cage versus Claudio. This is already pretty good. Two of the strongest guys anywhere. Have they said what's going on for Collision yet? Are we getting a normal Collision this week?
I don't think they've said anything about Collision yet. I don't know.
We'll see. My God, Miami's losing by 32 in the third quarter.
Throw in the towel.
Whew. Isn't there like a mercy rule in the NBA? If you go up by 50 points, can they just stop the game? It's over?
I don't know.
Dude, I love Brian Cage, Macho. I gotta be honest, I've been saying it for years. I am shocked that the WWE hasn't tried to snatch him up. He seems like he would be right exactly what they want, but for whatever reason. I hope he wanted to go there and he's like, nah, I'm good. God damn, he's huge. Why is Corey Feldman trending?
You know, Jeff, I was thinking about something today. When you go on Twitter, do you use the For You page or the following page?
Neither. I have certain hashtags that are like, I have Dynamite. But I guess if I were to just go to my main page, I use the For You one, I guess.
Okay, that's what I expected.
I didn't like the addition of the following one. I thought it was weird because like I usually get everybody that I'm following in my For You one. And then when I go to my following one, it's kind of weird. It's like, it's not what I'm looking for on Twitter, if that makes sense.
Well, what do you mean? The For You page was what was added. Twitter always used to just be the following thing. And then
Is that what it was then?
Yeah, Elon added the For You, which it makes no sense. It's like, you should...
I like it then.
No, of course you do.
I've tried going back to my following one, and it's... I don't know, I guess it's because I've had my Twitter for so long, I'm following so many different topics. Like, I'm following all kinds of World of Warcraft stuff, and video game stuff, and wrestling stuff, and sports stuff.
Yeah, but that's why
I guess it's just too mixed up.
I like my feed being tailored for me, but, like, I want to tailor my Twitter feed. I don't need Twitter to tell me who I should follow. Because also I've seen it where, like, the For You page sometimes gets a little outdated. I've seen, like, days old stuff pop up. I hate the For You tab. I think it's dumb. Like, you have the following tab and then you have the trending page. And, like, that should be all you really need. But it was a thought I had today when I was on Twitter. I was like, I bet Jeff uses the For You tab.
Yeah. I actually tried to swap over to the following one, and I was like, this is kind of lame. I'll switch back over.
What's up, Sergio?
And you got to remember, I use the channels, the Broken Tables one.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, I follow a lot of different things that I was trying to get to follow us. You know what I'm saying? So,
yeah,
if I'm on my following thing, it's just a bunch of shit.
Yeah.
I bet on the one that's like actually mine, I bet that one's probably better if I was on my following, but I never go on there.
Cleaning your dog's teeth may be important. But not with Greeny's dental treats. Greeny's, well-being made wonderful. That grimy film on your teeth.
Dr. G.
It's actually the build-double plant bacteria which can cause cavities.
Most toothpaste quit working in minutes, but Cresco Health's antibacterial fluoride protects all day.
Stop cavities before they start.
Crest.
Welcome back to AEW Dynamite. We are coming your way from Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada.
I do got to point something out here. So tonight, we've showcased 3 prominent wrestlers. One of them being Christian Cage, 50 years old. One of them being Adam Copeland, 50 years old. And then one of them being Chris Jericho, 53 years old. You know, I'm wondering, if the demographic we're going after in the ratings is 18 to whatever, don't you think we should be having more people in that demographic wrestling on the show?
So that's a great point, Jeff. And I definitely agree to an extent. So here's my thing about it, right? I think they should have as mixed of a roster as they can. I think that's what makes AEW special, and what makes AEW great is how varied the roster is. You can go from having guys like, the Lucha Bros and Commander, and then you turn around, you got Christian Cage and Adam Copeland wrestling, a little bit of a more, methodical, slower, because they're older, but still methodical, slower style. You know what I mean? Like, there's so many different, styles and guys there, right? And girls, too. I think that, for me, age doesn't really matter as much as, the quality that you're able to contribute to the show. And so, when I see Christian Cage come out, who's 50, as you said, and he's cutting amazing heel promos and mixing it with, mixing up with, Swerve, that's great. Same thing with Copeland. Copeland's coming out, and you know what? Adam Copeland's having great matches. I think he's wrestling at a really high level still. Not an extremely high level, but a high enough level where I think he's still doing good work. Yeah. I don't think Jericho's doing good work, and that's why, to your point, I agree, where it's we shouldn't just be parading Chris Jericho out here for the sake of, oh my God, it's Chris Jericho. Okay, I was is Chris Jericho actually, doing good work right now? The answer to that question is a resounding no. He's not. And so that's why...
Claudio with the Swiss 1-9, I like it.
And that's why it's your point there is that's why I would get Chris Jericho off TV, because a younger fan's going to look at it and be like, this dude's cooked. Why do I care about Chris Jericho? He's just some old dude. Whereas Copeland and Christian, I think, are entertaining enough still where it's okay, that's fine.
Yeah, I saw a tweet and I was like, oh, that's a great point.
It's an interesting point. And again, it's all about making sure you have a variety there. Yes, Christian Cage is involved, but who's he wrestling? Swerve Strickland.
We got to understand that those 3 guys are all from Canada. They're all basically from Montreal. But if they're going to continue doing that when we come back to the States, that's going to be the answer to why the attendance is low, why we're losing,
Well, they're not losing
ratings.
They're not losing in the ratings.
We're nowhere. Remember when we used to be trying for 1 million? We're not even close anymore. We don't even. It's not even a thing that we can even hope for anymore.
Yeah, it's because WWE's a hot promotion right now.
Yeah, but something has happened to have people stop watching. We've got almost 200,000 people not watching anymore, and it's kind of why? I would venture to say if they continue with all of these old guys, that's going to be the answer.
I don't disagree.
Just my opinion.
Look, and I would push back and say that AEW is doing a great job with setting up their future. I mean, for every Christian Cage, on this show, you see you have Swerve, you have Isaiah Cassidy, you have Mariah May. There are young stars wrestling alongside them. So I get what you're saying. I don't think it's as dire as you're saying, or as you're debating.
I got you.
Yeah, I mean, I think you got to have both. You want to have that star power. You want to have some of those older guys show up. It all depends on what they're doing in the show. That's what matters. If Goldberg, which by the way, LOL Goldberg. If Goldberg comes out and he's your world champion, I was well, that's going to lead to a shitty product because your world champion can't go more than 4 minutes. That's a problem. But if, Sting is coming out and he's doing, this match halfway through the card and he's able to go 20 minutes, That's a different discussion.
Let's mention Sting. He is trending right now for some reason. What the hell?
I don't know, man.
I guess 10,000 people just decided to mention Sting during this this Dynamite.
Get on Twitter. I go on certain page I'm looking for. I know I'm late to the podcast, but I just heard that part. Oh yeah. Who says he loves his lucha, but he doesn't need to see it every week at AEW. Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's what it comes down to, and I think that you can continue to build stars while showcasing older talent. Like it doesn't need to be all or nothing. It just needs to be a healthy mix of everything to be successful. But yeah.
Macho says, why do the Blackpool Combat Club always win? That gets annoying. Because they're supposed to be an absolute dominant faction of violence.
So Coach says that people are thinking Sting could be the authority figure, and I definitely could see that being a possibility. I actually thought about that the other day, where it's like, I could see it, but I also think that, like, I think Kenny just makes a lot of sense, because Kenny's going to be there tonight. He's going to say, like, hey, you know, all those things you have on your contract, we signed the same contracts.
Yeah, it's got to be Kenny. He's going to be like, I'm an EVP too, and I'm actually a higher ranking one than you guys.
And I still think Kenny's working us. I think he got that surgery done back when it happened. Because if you remember, when he posted, when it first went down, where he got pulled from the show, like, he posted a picture of him in a hospital bed. Like,
yeah.
What if he was, like, there, and they were like, hey, you got to get the surgery, like, now? And he's like, oh, shit, yeah, let's get the surgery done.
I told you, man, remember when guys in the NFL or in baseball get hurt, they're in surgery, like, days after. You know what I mean? So it would make a lot of sense that this was done immediately.
Rocky Romero.
Rocky.
You should side with Trent.
Man, no way. That'd be a massive FU to his dad. Could you imagine?
Rocky Romero is breaking off from everybody.
Challenging you tonight on Rampage in the great city of Winnipeg. Rocky Romero versus Kyle O'Reilly, and may the best man win.
A big challenge thrown out for Rampage tonight.
Listen, I know it's not going to happen, but could you imagine Shane McMahon? I'd lose my mind.
That would be terrible. It wouldn't be Shane. They would have to try really hard to make that good, I think. I don't think that would be very good.
Here comes Mariah May. Let's go. Ooh, Mariah versus Serena Deeb. This is going to be fucking awesome. Deeb's Dojo. Oh, shit. Serena Deeb getting fireworks? Okay. La Profesora. Oh, there's Tony. Would like to see Mariah beat Deeb. Just don't really care for Div. Hope you don't mean the division, because this is one of the best divisions in all of wrestling. The AEW women's division is fire, Joseph. Oh, you just don't really care for Deeb. I could see people thinking Deeb is overrated. She's just like the Dean Malenko of women's wrestling, if you back in the day.
I think Serena Deeb's pretty good. I mean, I don't think
Yeah.
she's like. I wouldn't-
She's not like world champion material.
Yeah, no, I think she's a solid workhorse in the division.
Exactly, absolutely. Deeb's believable to be in a championship match, but I, wouldn't want her to be our champion. She's just a great worker, like you said. Yeah, that's a good way to put it. In my opinion, Deeb should be like in the training room with all these girls. Like, if anything, Deeb is just an encyclopedia of wrestling knowledge.
That she can back it up inside the ring, but really following in the footsteps of our AEW Women's World Champion, timeless Toni Storm. Even now, when you're on your back like that, you see Mariah's not padding. She's getting caught here, but she didn't panic while on back. But now she got caught. She got caught in a paradise lock there, and Mariah. Hands all tied up and cannot extricate herself. Serena Deeb really, Shivani, can you go help her, please? Yeah,
I've always hated this Paradise Lock, whether guys do it or girls do it. I don't know what it is.
Tickets available starting tomorrow. AEWTIX.com. As Serena Deeb, snapmare, but Mariah up to her feet. Deeb, shoulder tackle. Drive
I can't wait till the day we get Mariah May as our champion, though, man. Mariah May is incredible.
talked about the rankings. Look at this. Two of the top ranked ladies here at 8. Oh, look at that move. And now Serena placing the boots underneath the
Drop kick to the booty.
tough to get out of that. Obviously, gotta be patient. There you go. If I was Serena, I would have hung on to her for a little bit longer, but she obviously has something else in mind. Oh, David Overzealous can counter.
Oh, what a forearm.
Explosive elbow strike to the jaw of Serena Deeb. We found out about Mariah that she was a hard hitter from the very first time she stepped in the ring here at AEW. Mariah. Headstand. Here comes Rana out of the ropes and a dropkick pin windup. Big explosion by Mariah May, and this match continues in picture-in-picture. Don't go anywhere.
Well, we're going into picture-in-picture here. Thank you, everybody in chat, for being with us here tonight. If you haven't already, please drop an elbow on that like button. Greatly appreciate it. Yeah, I just noticed it's May 1st, and we got a match with Mariah May. It's May Day. Yeah.
May 11th at 8 on TBS.
And if you're not subscribed to the channel, please hit that subscribe button. We're here every Wednesday and Saturday night, whether we're doing a podcast review or like tonight doing a watch along. When they do their 3-hour shows, we do the watch alongs. Seems in the future we might be doing that a lot more.
Here's your prize.
Nice.
Ingredients you can see and pronounce. If it's been a minute since you've been to Panera, you might not want to wait a second longer. More new sandwiches and salads, more in every bite, and more new options under $10. Come taste the new era at Panera.
Hi guys. Now that I have Inspire, I'm free from struggling with the math.
Jeff, you should go see what I posted in the AW Discord and show it to everybody.
It works inside my body with a click of this button. Where you go? I'm going again. Bye.
Do, 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 do.
Slowing my cancer from growing and living longer are two things I want from my metastatic breast cancer treatment. And with Kisqali, I can have both. Kisqali is a pill that, when taken with a aromatase inhibitor, helps delay cancer from growing and has been proven to help people live significantly longer across 3 separate clinical trials. So I have the confidence to live my life. Kisqali can
Stokely going to get fined for this one for sure.
It can cause serious skin reactions, liver problems, and limb blood cells that may result in severe infections. With the right food treatment.
Let's fucking go!
Changing your heartbeat, dizziness, yellowing, mascara eyes, dark urine, tiredness, loss of appetite, abdomen pain, bleeding, bruising, fever, chills, or other symptoms of an infection, a severe or slow rash, or mental breastfeeding. Long live life. And
Mariah May looks good out there. Absolutely, Macho. She is fantastic. Can't wait for the day she turns on Tony Storm. It's going to be fucking incredible. Lots of reversals. Yeah, King. Deeb's all about that technical. Woo! That was the old page turner. Alright, so they are finishing the show with Kenny. Looks like you and I were kind of both correct on, I said they were going to open the show with the EVPs claiming they're in charge, and then we'd see the, the new person in charge. But it looks like, you said they're going to do it at the end. Looks like they split us right down the middle.
Yeah.
Oh, damn. What was that? Was that a Pepsi twist? Serena Deeb just did a Pepsi twist. Is that what that's called?
That was a German suplex, Jeff.
No, this one right here. With the arm behind the back.
I think it's just a clothesline, Jeff.
That's one of Punk's moves, though.
No, you think of the Pepsi plunge, which is kind of like a pedigree off the middle rope.
Yeah, but that one that she just did is another one of his things.
Maybe.
I could be wrong. Oh. Oh, Jesus. Damn. This match is fire. At least you got this one right, Macho. You called it. Oh, that fucking suplex was badass. No, they're not booking her like a jobber, Macho. They're booking her like a contender. Love it. Deeb with that single leg crab. Oh. Oh shit! Whoa! Okay. Tony Storm throwing in the towel. Wow. So there's our challenger for Double or Nothing. Serena Deeb versus Tony Storm. That's very good, yeah. Tony Storm doesn't want to face Mariah May, so she throws the towel in. Very good.
Okay. You honestly seemed a little out of sorts out there tonight.
I'm just gonna say, man, as a kid from Canada, your career it's meant a lot to me. Now we're shit. We share a locker room. I'm watching your matches, and what's going on with the House of Black?
King, go look at the picture WWE tweeted out of Happy Birthday to Tiffany Stratton. She looks horrible. What did they do to her?
Listen, I got Brody King next week. Dynamite, maybe they will. Wait, guys, I'm here. I get it. You got Rocky Romero tonight, so good luck, okay?
Oh, Canada.
A healthy mutual respect between Kyle O'Reilly and TNT champion Adam Copeland.
I like when Copeland said, hey, my eyes are up here. And now,
He is a former AEW World Champion. He is the only wrestler to hold the AEW World Title, Tag Team Title, and
let's go.
While most dream of reaching
Here comes Justin Roberts' robe.
illustrious 7-star rating. He is the pride and joy of
He's got a card.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I got goosebumps, dude. Let's go. Kenny's back, baby. I might have to bring back the battle cry. Dude, he's dressed exactly the way I thought. Yes! Yes! This is exactly how I wanted him to come out. To the fucking thread. Alright, we got to bring the battle cry back to the opener. It's happening. Kenny looks great. Wearing a suit and I was going to say tie, but I don't think he's wearing a tie. He's wearing a suit. Got his hair back in a ponytail with some badass sunglasses on. The Omega shirt with the frickin' Canadian maple leaf on it. Welcome home. Welcome home. That works on multiple levels.
So I've never been good at this sort of stuff. Talking about injury, sickness, weakness. A few months back, I was diagnosed with diverticulitis. I'll spare you the gory details in case you don't know what that is. But after spending 10 days in the hospital,
Wow.
doctors told me, Kenny, you're one of the lucky ones. You were 24 hours away from dying.
Holy shit.
So to that I said, cool story, Doc. Can you patch me up and send me back to Dynamite? It said, Kenny, we need to get what's in you out of you. And if we cut you open now, we're going to have to fillet you open. And you're going to have a bag, a colostomy bag, for 6 months, 12 months, possibly the rest of your life. So I
Jesus.
said to the doctor, I said, and if I don't, he said, that's fine. But for the rest of your life, you're going to have a ticking time bomb right here. Where you might not know where, when, or why, but you might just one day wake up in the hospital having the surgery done to you anyway. Any sort of blunt force trauma to the stomach could kill you. Since that day, I can't lie, I had to stop.
Fuck.
I had to stop watching. I had to stop watching because my hands would shake. Could kill you. For the first time in my career, I was scared. And I felt pathetic. I felt like a coward. And I felt like maybe the point today, this whole thing, was to come out and explain to you that I had to retire. And then I did something. I turned on AEW for the first time the other day, and I watched Dynasty. Anyone watch Dynasty? I saw Swerve make history. I saw Will Ospreay and Bryan Danielson put on one of the greatest matches I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah.
And I wish I could say I was happy, but when I look back down, my hands were shaking again. And the tremors got worse. The tremors got worse, and I thought, wait a minute. Am I really scared of being a wrestler? And that's not what it was. When I came out here, and I heard the call from Justin Roberts, and I heard each and every one of you chanting my name just now, it made me realize something very important. Yes, I was scared, but that's life. We're all scared of something. The reason why I was shaking is because I was going through withdrawal.
Yeah.
I needed to be back in this ring. I needed to be back in this ring more than I wanted to breathe. Living is being in this ring. One of you chanting my name just best is what fueled me. And it hurt. And it hurt me. And I hated it. That all the best shows, the best pay-per-views, the best wrestlers on the planet are in the conversation for being the best. And I've already been forgotten.
Not by me.
So I made a promise to myself, and I'm making a promise to each and every one of you. This isn't over until I exhaust every option. If there's a 10% chance, a 5% chance, a 1%, and I've already been forgotten. Bag or no bag, you guys aren't done with Kenny Omega yet. I made a mission statement to change the world. And that brings me on to the second piece of business. When we're talking about colostomy bags, why not talk about two other
Yeah.
yourselves more than you've embarrassed yourselves ever before in the past. And you can do that. You're free to do that as EVPs. But what you forget is that there's also one other EVP. I may be fired from the elite, but you can't fire me as an EVP. So as far as I'm concerned, until someone says otherwise, a part of the power in this company belongs to the best bout machine.
Oh, ho, ho, ho. Let's go.
My God. Look at what's coming out. You heard
Guys, if you didn't notice, we just went straight through Dynamite into Rampage. Awesome.
he did so in a match with that man, the Rainmaker, Kazuchika Okada. Greatest rivalry in the history of Japanese wrestling. Fans don't go anywhere because the action continues for the next hour right here on TBS. As we transition into Rampage,
We got Okada coming out to confront
the Rainmaker,
Kenny.
Kazuchika Okada,
Okada's got a weird look on his face.
to the ring, microphone in hand and face to face with his longtime rival Kenny Omega. For those who don't know, Okada is part of the new elite, part of Matthew and Nicholas Jackson's deal there. Hey, basically took Kenny's place.
Man, didn't think I'd be seeing this so soon.
The Rainmaker, the best bout machine. It's funny, we had a bit of a rivalry over in New Japan. What do you say? Give me a couple months. We'll settle it right here in an AEW ring.
Oh, shit.
I'm sorry, Kenny. I'm the best bout machine now.
Oh, shit.
Came out of nowhere, Perry. What a snake in the grass Jack Perry is. The blindside shot on Kenny is not. He's so straight. He is not cleared for any physicality. He's not cleared for anything. You think they give a damn? You think the elite gives a damn? You think it's set up here? Oh, look at the security trying
Oh.
to separate Jack Perry and Kenny, but swinging a miss by Perry. Kenny, look at this Kenny.
Let's go.
Throwing left and right into the jaw of Jack Perry. And Kenny needs to be careful here as well, guys. Remember what he said? Any blunt force trauma, right? He's got to defend himself. I don't blame Kenny. He's got to.
Oh, shit.
Look at that. Immediately clutching his midsection.
Oh, the doctor. Oh, the other doctor.
Another champion.
Kenny, 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 Kenny.
This is incredible. He's placed to the jaw of Jack Perry. Kenny Omega, it needs to be extremely careful, Tony. This could be career threatening. I don't want to be overly dramatic, but no, it's true.
Give me a V trigger. Give it to me.
Omega with Jack Perry lined up. Is he thinking beat? No. Okada grabs him up. Yeah, tripped him up. Okada did. Grabs him up.
Oh, no.
Chair to the midsection.
Oh.
Someone's getting out of the ring. That's bad. That's bad, guys. That is bad. And now here comes champion Nicholas.
Okay. I see what's happening here. Who will it be, Rome? Okay.
They couldn't stand it anymore. They did the right thing. Dax and Cass did the right thing here.
I think somebody spit in Jack's eye.
Dax Harwood and Kenny Omega, excuse me, Cass Wheeler,
Or he took a shot to the eye.
checking on Kenny Omega fans. Don't go anywhere. Starts now, live on TBS.
No, we didn't go straight into Rampage. Why? Why do this?
We are live with
There's no reason for that black screen.
Yes, there is, Jeff. We already know this.
Mega mentioned by the Elite, Tony. A week ago, we saw what they did to come
When the streaming deal happens and all the content is on the streaming library, they need an easy stop and start to the episodes.
Yeah, I know.
That's why they're doing it. So when they have the Rampage catalog all lined up, that episode of Rampage starts now.
about how Matthew and Nicholas Jackson
Otherwise, it would
shit.
just be an awkward cut, so they have to do a fade. This is what they do.
Bringing out a stretcher for Kenny.
to allow Jack Perry to hit Kenny in the abdomen with that chair. Then the EVP trigger.
Do the Jay White match first, next.
They don't care.
Showcasing all these
I don't care if I'm fined or not. This has got to stop.
old friends.
Absolutely has to stop. Obviously, we have more action still to come tonight.
So essentially, the Bucks they just destroyed Kenny, who was the other authority figure, so they're writing him off now. So now it looks like we're going to be getting another authority figure roam. Absolutely down for it to be Sting, but I'm hoping for Scott D'Amore. I really am.
Yeah, I'm sure you are.
And for those that don't
I want those TNA viewers, man. Give me that 50,000.
Bro, I don't need those 5 people. What are you talking about? If those 5 TNA viewers could read, they'd be very upset right now.
in his stomach, it's something that can flare up, even under the best of circumstances, cause extreme pain, but you can have drop with a chair. You can lose part of the cold. That's what you can do with diverticulitis. If you are just joining us here tonight for Rampage, let's take you back moments ago. Kenny Omega made his return here in his hometown of Winnipeg. Was confronted by Kazuchika Okada, but it was all seemingly a setup for Jack Perry. That's from the beginning.
What a great Dynamite, man.
Yeah, I mean, it was really good. I think it was a little slow in some places, but the Elite stuff's all been excellent, so...
Oh, Kenny eating the EVP trigger.
Well, they have like 3 matches announced for this Rampage. Is it going to be like... They have 45 minutes to run through these 3 matches.
Oh, yeah. It's going to be bang, bang, bang. We're going to get Jay White versus, what was it, Dante Martin?
Oh, no. Yeah, I think so. Oh, excuse me.
I can't wait to see what Jay White can do with a... Oh, shit.
Oh, they're by the
Shit.
ambulance. So usually when they're by the ambulance... So, yep, I knew it.
Yeah.
I called it. Yep, there it is. Shocker. I love the ambulance guy standing there watching. The guy holding the door open is just standing there watching.
Oh.
As if the chair to
Oh, it's got to be Sting.
the midsection was bad enough. Police guys.
Oh, man, if we... As the GM, I'll be the happiest person ever.
I assume eventually going to be taken to the hospital. And I mean, Daddy Magic, welcome to the desk. I wish you could be joining us under better circumstances. We got children crying back here.
Daddy Magic joining commentary for Rampage.
The action continues tonight on Rampage.
Daddy Magic mentioning the children crying behind him. That's funny. Oh.
Obviously, you know, I know a lot of fans join us every week to kind of forget their troubles, to put the troubles of the world behind them, and we're gonna try to do that for Ray's time here tonight on Rampage. And obviously, our thoughts very, very close.
If I was Jay White, I'd be begging Tony, be like, "Can I at least have the fucking normal triple or 3-man
That's what I'm
or trios titles?
That's what
Get
I'm
these
saying. The more
fucking pink."
that time goes on and they still have these acclaimed belts, I'm just terrified they're gonna bring back the acclaimed, and the acclaimed they're gonna win it again.
The Acclaimed had no business winning that match against the Grizzled Young Veterans either. I don't understand that.
Yeah, I agree.
The bond, the brotherhood that he had with the Young Bucks was going to prevail.
And his opponent from Minneapolis, Minnesota, 205 pounds, Dante Martin. We got a great matchup here, guys. Over the start.
Yeah, the bullet. Awesome styles. Dude, Jay White and Dante, this is going to be fire. I called that shit too. I said bring Jay White out right after this. We just saw Okada, the Bucks, Kenny, now Jay White's out here. Just look at this roster. Mm.
One-on-one here tonight. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for sticking with us tonight on TBS. We're live on TSN2. That's right. And Dante Martin, not wasting any time, coming in hard for those elbow strikes, swarming Jay White in the corner. Gotta do it.
Juice is definitely missed, King. Absolutely.
Talking about Colton. Oh, and gone as Dante Martin rips the chest. Jay White with those chops. I like it. Dante taking it to Jay here. But Jay. And Dante intercepts that chop, counters with one of his own. And Dante showing off his heavy-handedness as he returns Jay White to the ring. Dante Martin.
Juice was like the MVP of Collision for their first 8 episodes. Juice had a match or was on the show every single Saturday for 8 weeks straight.
He's not as highly seasoned as Jay White is, as the Switchblade is, as the singles.
Yeah, Jay White has won 8 bouts already here in 2024. 19 singles wins in his career. He's been a singles champion around the world. We know that.
Dante, though, elevates the Tijeras, takes down Jay White.
If it's Shane McMahon, Brandon, I would pop because I would love to see Shane McMahon give that middle finger to his dad, but it would make no sense whatsoever.
I guess the match takes you where it goes. Certainly does, but look at Dante.
That would be pretty cool, though, to see Shane McMahon fucking
Jay White smashing
show up and the crowd lose their mind.
range of Dante Martin.
You know, Shane's the only member of that McMahon family that I have nothing bad to say about. What about you, Rome? I've never had anything bad to say about Shane. I've always enjoyed his work.
I mean, I guess. I mean, I haven't really cared for him too much. I mean, he's kind of just he's an adrenaline junkie, which leads to some good stuff, I guess. But I don't think he's done necessarily good work in 20 years.
Oh, of course, yeah. I'm talking back in the day, he was incredible. That's what I mean.
Yeah, he's alright.
Enough gold for the Bang Bang Gang as Jay
Hassan says I vote for Jay White. I mean, yeah. Jay White better win this match.
That kick, Dante so sure-footed. Now looking perhaps for a springboard. Jay White recognizes that.
Oh, that was sick.
Dante going head first into the ropes, crash, landing, and fans stick with us in picture-in-picture. Can Dante Martin continue?
Wow, that was badass. Watch this move before the commercial here. Blah, right on his neck. Is Willow the main event? It's possible, Macho. We don't know what's coming up next. But she is one of the 3.
We're looking for adults 45 and under to be in our HPV vaccination ad. Sound like you?
Not me. In a relationship.
If you're sexually active and not vaccinated, it could still be you.
I'm too old.
If you're under 45, you're not. For most people, HPV clears on its own, but for those who don't clear the virus, it can cause certain cancers.
Gardasil 9 is a vaccine given to adults through age 45 that can help protect against certain HPV-related cervical, vaginal, vulvar, anal, and certain head and neck cancers, such as throat and back and mouth cancers, and genital warts.
Gardasil 9 doesn't protect everyone who doesn't treat cancer or HPV infection. These diseases may have many causes.
Your doctor may recommend screening for certain HPV-related cancers. Routine cervical cancer screenings are still needed. You shouldn't get Gardasil 9 if you're allergic to the vaccine, its ingredients, or yeast. Tell your doctor if you have a weakened immune system, are pregnant, or plan to be.
The most common side effects include injection site reactions, headache, fever, nausea, dizziness, tiredness, diarrhea, abdominal pain, and sore throat. Fainting can also
Fucking commercials, man.
Help protect yourself against certain HPV-related cancers. Talk to a doctor or pharmacist today.
The new $1.99 Sonic Crispy Tender Wraps are here for a limited time in weakened immune system, barbecue, or cheesy Baja. Give yourself some TLC, tender, love, and chicken for only $1.99. Sonic Crispy Tender Wraps.
How far, Brandon? Where are you at in the show? Making us wait for the reveal?
They're not going to.
I think you're like.
They're not going to reveal.
No, yeah, they're not going to reveal who it is until. I'm guessing maybe next Dynamite, or maybe that's something that gets revealed at Double or Nothing. Like, we'll find out who our new authority figure is at Double or Nothing, you know?
I don't know.
Most trusted name in home security as the intelligence of Google. You have a home.
King's eating a mango with chamoy. Nice. Fucking love mangoes.
Bill, where's your mask?
I really tried sleeping with it, everybody. Now I sleep with Inspire.
Inspire. No mask?
Alright. I'm running to the restroom. Be right back.
As the intelligence of Google, and you have a home with no worries. Brought to you by ADT.
Let's get started. Bill, where's your mask? I really tried sleeping with it, everybody. Now I sleep with Inspire.
See, the problem is that was such a great angle to end Dynamite. Then kind of like that should have been the last thing. That should have been the last thing we saw on the show. Like that should be the closing angle that like great television and is in wrestling in general, but in wrestling is when you have that moment where it's like, damn, I can't wait to see what happens next, or I can't wait to see where we go from here. They go through the whole Kenny Omega thing, and it's really impactful, really great heel work from the Elite. And then just like, all right, folks, now here's 45 minutes of Rampage matches. I don't like that. I wouldn't have done that. I would have, if you really felt the need, I would have closed Rampage with the whole Kenny thing. I wouldn't have did the whole Dynamite and then like, all right, guys, now after that crazy angle, let's settle down and watch Jay White wrestle Dante Martin. Like, that's kind of a swing and a miss for me. I'm all about the ebbs and flows, and I want my show to flow, and it's not flowing. What's up, Dro? Welcome back, Omega. Yeah, welcome back, but I mean, we speculated it might have been a work, but I think we're going to see him out. I actually looked it up, and, diverticulitis, it is about a 3-month surgery recovery, so it would make sense if he gets the surgery relatively soon. It's May 1st, June, July, August, assuming he could go at the beginning of August, maybe he gets cleared in time for Wembley and they do Okada versus Omega. I think that would probably be the play, I would imagine. But, it's, obviously Kenny's health is what's most important. So hopefully he gets, he's back better than ever. But yeah, I mean, I wouldn't have had Kenny do that whole Kenny angle to end the Dynamite. I would end Rampage with it. Because you want the viewer to be like, oh shit, that just happened. Like, you need to end on that. Like, you need to, like, Kenny's laid out, the doctors are checking on him, cut to black, the show's over. Because then as a viewer, you're like, I need to know what happens next. And so, like, you're going to tune into Collision or Dynamite, whatever it is. You're going to tune into the next, AEW television show. Whereas, yeah, I don't like the flow of that. I don't like the flow of doing the whole angle and then like, okay, guys, let's strap in for 45 minutes of Rampage. Not a fan.
What up, Dro? Welcome back, Omega. Hell yeah. Dro, you got to change that thumbnail or that avatar, man. Roman's gone. He gone. Got to put Swerve up there. Oh, Dante. Oh. Why does he have 3 belts? What's the 3rd belt in Jay White's hands?
I don't know, dude. I think it's the new ROH trio and the old ROH trio. Ooh.
Give him another Blade Runner. Oh! That looked like a paradigm shift, didn't it?
Yeah.
Or a Death Rider. A little message to John Moxley there, maybe? Oof. Deonna Purrazzo. Yeah, King. Tony's got the same taste as some of us. For sure.
Fucking Jersey. Hate Jersey.
Man, I'm really feeling a Wawa run here soon. Purple, you still there? I'm running to Wawa after this. You coming? I see if she wants to come. I shouldn't say that. I should ask, do you want anything? There's no chance she wants to come. She is 39 weeks pregnant as of today. We are 1 week away, or basically any day now. 7 o'clock at night, she's like, yeah, right, I'm going to Wawa. Yeah, I like this Deanna Thunder Rosa little feud going on. What up, Joe? Yes, sir. Kenny did show up. Absolutely did. I recommend you go on to Twitter and you can watch the whole thing. They posted it up there. Kenny showed up, said he is an EVP as well. I don't know if I want to tell Joe what happened or if I want him to go see it. Joe, go watch what happened with Kenny and then come back. Dude, I love this commercial. The gummy bears. Too good. Thank God Purple got me some new headphones, man. Those other ones I had were killing me.
Yeah.
And they were Nikes, too. They were, like, really nice, but felt like I put rocks in my ears. These are just some one-piece ones from, like, Five Below. Freaking 10 times better. Come on, Nike. Ooh, nice Roosh video package here. Coog. Roosh. Yo, what up, Michael?
If only Roosh had like some sort of assistant.
I might be on my own little island over here. I was never a big fan of Jose the assistant, so I'm not really, doesn't bother me too much that he's grown.
Man, the releases are fine. I was never a fan of any of them anyway.
No, I mean, I wish he would have wrestled more because he was jacked. So, but
oh, a big Bill promo. Fuck that.
Yeah.
God, I just realized what's on my television. I want to watch this. I'm tired. I want to go to bed. I'm tired.
Jericho's looking directly at you. You need to see this. Directly at you, Rome. This is for you.
No.
I just realized what's happening with Jericho. The people that feel the way that we do about Jericho, they are literally doing this for us. Or to us, I think would be the more word to use.
But no, but again, we talked about it. This isn't heat. This is go away heat. I don't care. I'm not watching. I'm not watching.
And he's walking onto camera, smiling and waving. Hi guys. They know what's going on. That's fucking funny.
Why does the Lord trust us?
I actually think that's funny as hell.
What do you do, Jeff? You're just some mark, to be honest.
Well, no, think about it. Like, if somebody has go away heat and you don't actually want them to go away, you know what I'm saying?
Jericho to go away.
No, I know you do, but I'm talking about as a company. There's no way they want him to go away. That is the perfect way to combat the go away heat. I think that shit's funny.
What are you talking about? What? Explain your line of thought where, well, his go away heat, so the best way to do it is to dive into the go away heat. Like, no.
What else do you do?
You go away.
Try something.
You go away. You say, oh man, my audience really doesn't like this. Fuck. Trash. Oh my god, now we're... Alright. Alright.
Swerve.
We're really doing this?
Are we getting 2 more matches for real?
Bro, what is this Rampage?
Just a continuation of Dynamite.
Yeah, but like, I hate when they do this. It's like, hey, remember this thing that happened 2 hours ago? It's like, what?
Yeah, but it makes sense because Swerve's holding an ice pack on his head. He got his dread ripped off, and he's making a little response video. That makes sense.
The problem is that... Hold on, I want to...
And Joseph, we agree with you. I'm just saying I thought that was funny what they did there, where Joko was like, "Hey guys."
Yeah, Jeff's flip flops. He does that. Jeff does that often. He flip flops. Like, you know what?
Put him on right now.
I've hated for the last 6 months. I've decided I've liked it for no apparent reason. It hasn't changed at all. It still sucks.
I never said I liked the past 6 months. I liked what they just did.
Anyways,
put the flip flops on right now.
My point is that this 3-hour Dynamite is it has the makings of things that I didn't like about the 3-hour Raws when I watched them. Like, a lot of recaps of things that happened like an hour ago, 2 hours ago, because it's such a long show. I mean, I was saying it while you were gone. This entirety, like, this Rampage, I don't like the way it's flowed from Dynamite to Rampage, because you end with that really strong Kenny Omega segment and the Elite segment, which was phenomenal. It was absolutely excellent. That's something you got to end your show with, like the fade to black, and it's like, fuck, how can you end that there? Like, damn, I gotta see what happens next week. And like, sure, that feeling could still be there, but by placing it where you place it in this 3-hour show, it's like, all right, guys, that just happened. Now let's have this 45 minutes of throwaway matches on Rampage. It's just like,
well, I mean, first of all, that Jay White Dante was not a throwaway match. So we'll see how this one goes. But
I'm not... Throwaway match doesn't mean it was bad, Jeff. For the record, throwaway doesn't mean bad.
It usually means short, right?
No, for me, a throwaway match is a match of no consequence. Like,
okay,
where did we... Like, what did the Jay White Dante match... Where did we go from point A to point B? Like, what was the distance traveled there? Like, what did we gain from that match happening? The answer is nothing. It was a wrestling match to fill TV time. It wasn't a bad match. It was a good match.
We definitely gained something. We are going to have Top Flight versus the Bang Bang Gang for the trios titles now, I would assume.
Yes.
You know, they came into the ring to save Dante. Jay White ran away.
Probably.
I would assume we're going to get a trios match.
Probably. I don't know.
And don't get me wrong. I am agreeing with you.
I just think
that was kind of
the first 2 hours of Dynamite were pretty good. This third hour of TV is just not grabbing me at all. Okay.
The third hour is definitely feeling like it's just Rampage after.
It just
Dynamite.
doesn't feel like it's part of the must-see television that is Dynamite.
Exactly. Yes, it definitely feels like it's just Rampage moved over from Friday.
That's not a good thing. It's bad.
No, I agree. It should definitely, like, I really think they should have just done 3 hours of Dynamite. And the Kenny thing could have been at the end of our 3 hours. I don't know.
That's what I'm saying. I just feel like, especially where you put the Kenny segment where you did, that was your big money segment for the night, right? And you put that on at the end of Dynamite, and then you keep the show going. I think it messed with the entire pacing of the show.
Yeah. No, I agree, Joseph. We're just kind of, conversationing it, We've been against the 3-hour show for a
Yeah,
while.
no.
I know Rome really dislikes the 3-hour shows.
Yeah, I don't like the 3-hour show. I mean, obviously AEW is a much, much better show than the WWE 3-hour product that I was watching years ago when I stopped watching it. And like, yeah, Joseph, these are great matches. I'm not trying to be super negative. I really don't approve of the 3-hour concept, especially if you're not going to pace it properly, where it's like we were saying, this just feels like they did their big Dynamite show, and then they were just like, and now here's some wrestling. Here's a Rampage, which Rampage is fine. I mean, like, I used to watch Rampage regularly, and
they're always great matches.
After a 2-hour Dynamite, I'm looking for more. I'm looking for more out of my 3rd hour of wrestling. If you're gonna do 3 hours, I'm looking for more. I'm not looking for a Rampage after 2 hours of exciting Dynamite action. Like, that's just where I'm at with it.
And my thing with the 3 hours is, like, with Raw, it's rare that I'll ever be able to go from the 1st hour to the 3rd hour without checking out. Like, I'll change the channel on Raw multiple times.
At least AEW has it going for it that it's a great product. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's an excellent wrestling show. And these matches aren't bad. When I say throwaway, I just want to be clear. I'm not saying the matches are bad. I'm not saying anything bad about the matches. It's a pacing issue.
It looks like Coach doesn't realize Rampage is after Dynamite tonight. Yeah, Coach, Rampage is on.
Yeah, Coach, you can go to sleep after the Elite Kenny Omega segment. You can go to bed. Like, do not feel like you need to stay up to watch. It's Rampage. It's a Rampage episode, which, again, for me, it's a pacing issue.
Yeah, like, I'm actually agreeing with what you said about the throwaway match thing now. Just about every Rampage, like, if you miss it, you're not going to see anything on Dynamite that you're like, oh shit, I missed that on Rampage? Fuck.
Exactly, and that's my point when I say it's throwaway, right? Because, again, like, it's not that it's bad. It's just that, like, Kyle O'Reilly versus Rocky Romero, like, what? There's not going to be a lot of significance in terms of, like, what happened. Like, this match could not happen, and Dynamite next week will be exactly the same as it would be if this match didn't happen. And that's my point, really. It's just, like, Rampages are, like, it is the lowest tier of AEW's programming. Like, it's just what it is. They usually don't do a lot of story progression. It's just a quick, fun hour of wrestling, which, you know, I don't mind that, but if you're gonna make me sit here for 3 hours straight, like, I need you to keep me. I need you to work a little bit harder to earn these 3-hour shows. And in my opinion, they're not doing that tonight. I think the Dynamite was really good, and I think you have that really fucking killer angle, which I love, that Kenny Omega Elite angle. Loved it. Loved it. Fantastic. Just that should have went on last. You could have it on Rampage, and that would have made the whole thing better. Instead, you did your best angle. You did your must-see next episode angle. Oh shit, I can't believe that just happened. I can't wait to tune in next week and see what the Elite do next week. Yeah. And instead of getting that moment of like we got them. Like, we need, like, the viewer needs to come back next week. They're just like,
I think,
and now it's time for Rampage.
Saying Rampage is for the sickos, that's probably the better way to put it.
Yeah,
it's like, if you can't get enough pro wrestling, like, if you watch every day TNA, NXT, WWE, like, okay, Rampage is for you, but, you know.
Yeah, and, like, don't get me wrong, I would consider myself most weeks a sicko. But, again, like, because I do watch Rampage regularly. Like, I don't skip Rampage. I DVR it and watch it the next day, or, like, on Sunday, but, like, I don't skip it.
I skip it unless somebody says something like, you have to see this Rampage, then I'll watch it, but I skip it.
Usually what I'll do is I'll DVR it and I'll watch it Saturday morning. That's usually what
it's always DVR'd, so I always have the opportunity to see it.
I admittedly, I don't watch it live just because of the time slot. Friday at 10 o'clock, I'm usually either doing something else or sleeping or trying to catch up on sleep. I don't know. But I'll usually watch it Saturday morning. And that makes Rampage a lot more digestible.
Rocky and Kyle O'Reilly are fucking... This is pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, Coach put it perfectly just now. It's just some good wrestling. No stories, no story progression on Rampage. Yeah, and that's... For Dynamite, no. That's not acceptable for Dynamite for me. Like, Dynamite's your flagship. It's your A show. Like, I can accept a collision that's kind of like light on story progression, and I don't expect story progression from a Rampage. But Dynamite, like if you're gonna do a 3-hour Dynamite, which I understand, it's Rampage after Dynamite, it's a 3-hour Dynamite. Like it is what it is. Call a spade a spade.
Yeah. Joseph says, "Yeah, I'm a sicko."
I mean, again, I consider myself a sicko too most weeks. It's just not 3 hours. Like, or you know what they could have done? You know what would have been a better idea? Have Rampage at 7.
Yeah.
And then go into the Dynamite, right? Like that would be way better. Like that's the thing. Like you could have these Rampage matches in a place that makes sense. Open the show with it. Do not close the show with it.
Woo! Well, you're damn right about this one, Coach. This is just a damn good wrestling match right here. I'm interested to see Rocky out on his own. Like, I've only ever seen him with the Best Friends. I want to see what Rocky can do in a solo. Oh, Jesus. Oof, Michael Duke says he's burning up. Oklahoma heat, rain, and tornadoes. Oh, I bet it's all humid too. That sucks, Michael. You know, when I was a kid in Vegas, we had these special air conditioners called swamp coolers. And I've never seen them anywhere other than on the West Coast. And it basically has like a fan that blows through a screen that has water flowing through it. And I'm wondering if they only work in the desert, like if there's any humidity, they don't work well or something. Because I'm shocked that they're not used out here on the East Coast.
I mean, no, it's probably right. It has I mean, if it's water based, it has to do with humidity.
Yeah, yeah. Oh shit! What a match! Coog! It's Harley.
So like this Sky Blue Willow match is going to be like a squash match, right?
Looks like they might get about 10 minutes. Willow did say she was going to mop the floor with her, though. Yeah, Harley is out of control, Coog. All right, maybe closer to 8 minutes after the introductions.
Right? Because they're gonna do the commercial for 90 seconds, And then they're going to do the entrances for like a minute and a half.
Yeah.
They're not going to have this Rampage run like late, right?
No. Rampage never runs late. Technically, Dynamite just ran late. Dynamite went like 7 minutes over.
That's my worry. Oh my god, if this goes like 10 minutes over, please.
No, Willow said she's gonna mop the floor with Sky Blue, so actually,
too much.
I wouldn't be shocked.
It's too much.
What do I want from Wawa? Do I go chicken quesadilla tonight, or I go turkey club sandwich? Maybe I go chicken and bacon quesadilla. There we go. Chicken bacon ranch quesadilla, Wawa. That's it. Bam. Nom, 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 nom. Yeah, that is how you spell it, Coach.
Yeah, Wawa is great. The thing about Wawa is, admittedly, it's not as great as it once was.
I know, dude.
But Wawa is still fantastic.
Yeah.
It like, for the pure like amount of options alone.
When I first moved here, I had only been to places like Subway or Quiznos or like Porta Subs if you're on the West Coast.
Yeah.
So I was telling everybody I wanted to go to Subway to get a sandwich, and they were like, "No, we're going to Wawa." And I was like, "Okay." And they take me to like a gas station, and I was like, "Oh, come on." And they're like, no, you don't understand.
Yeah.
So we go in, and I go on the thing, and I order my turkey hoagie. First time I had heard of a hoagie. Dude, I was in fucking heaven, bro. Like, my first bite of the hoagie, I was just like, this is the greatest sandwich ever.
Yeah, Wawa used to be really good. I think it really comes down to the bread, I think. I think the bread used to be a lot better. I think, well, they used to bake the bread in-house. They would bake it. I don't think they bake it anymore.
Nope. When they changed that, the bread definitely changed.
That's the thing about Philly, right? That people don't really understand is that, like, we really love our bread. Like people don't understand this, but like a good cheesesteak, like, bread is so important. The bread has to be good.
The roll definitely makes your cheesesteak.
Yeah, exactly.
It is the foundation that it is built upon.
Yeah, if it's a bad roll, it's going to be a bad cheesesteak. And what makes this episode of Rampage better? A terrible gimmick. Oh my gosh.
Glad they don't have that out there, Coach. Yeah. You guys got Roberto's though, dude. Listen, Coach. If there's one thing I miss from Las Vegas and the West Coast, it is Roberto's tacos.
Yeah, I mean
those
go ahead.
chicken tacos, man. Oh.
Yeah, but Coach, Wawa's great, man. Because you walk in and you're just like, you know, oh, what do I want today? You know, hoagies. They have pizza now, which I've heard it's fine. I don't know.
Ooh, Sky Blue, what the hell's she having?
Grab some tasty cakes. Grab some snacks, some candy.
That's not a kendo stick.
Mac and cheese.
She just got
fries now. The loaded fries are pretty damn good, actually.
Sky Blue coming out with a freaking bow staff like Donatello.
So it's a Falls Count Anywhere match, right? Like, this is not going 5 minutes.
Oh, don't worry, Coach. Like, they're everywhere, dude. So you can find Mexican food all over the place, but spots like Roberto's, it's like a one of a kind, man.
They do have a pretty decent jerky selection. Like, that's the thing about Wawa is, like, the best thing about it is, like, how many things it is, right? Because, like, you go there and it's like, it's a sandwich shop. But then they also have, like, you know, if you're sick, you go there, you get some soup. You know, if it's a grocery store, kind of. They sell milk. They sell, like, basic groceries. You know, if you're on a bit of a healthier kick, they have some healthier options. If you want smoothies, they have, like, a whole smoothie bar.
Yeah.
If you like, you know, if you like your fountain soda, they got a whole fountain thing. They got a milkshake machine, hot dog.
Oh shit! Wait, this is like a fucking no rules match or whatever. I don't know what they called it, but they're brawling out in the audience and everything.
Ball's
Yeah.
going anywhere.
Okay.
Which is why I'm not super sure this match is only going to go 4 minutes. I don't know.
Yeah, there's only 5 minutes left.
Bro, it's going to run late.
Or Willow's just gonna brutalize her.
How's the pricing? I mean, the pricing is...
It's normal.
It's as bad as everywhere. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Like
My footlong is only $7.99.
The wife and I will go in there, and what we spend there, we spend nowadays at any other, like, fast food pricing. You know what I mean? Like, the pricing used to be much better, right? Because, like, Hoagie Fest would come around, you got, like $4 hoagie, 10-inch hoagies. Like, it's not that good anymore in terms of pricing. I think, like, right now you can get a 10-inch hoagie for like $9. I think.
I don't think they have the wall of jerky anymore. I think that's that Buc-ee's place that everybody's talking about down in Texas.
They still do have jerky. Like, they have a selection of jerky there.
Yeah, they have a decent selection, but like the wall of jerky, that's at Buc-ee's. Curly just went there. He brought me back like 5. Actually, look, I actually have one right here. This is the cherry maple. Yeah, that's funny. I had like 5 bags. I smashed them.
Yeah, Wawa's amazing. It really is. Like you said earlier, it is a stoner's paradise. It's just like...
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Like, you got the munchies, you will go in there and you will spend $60. It's like, oh.
I spend like $26 every time I go in. It's almost the same price every time.
Yeah.
The matcha milkshake. Oh, God, it's so good.
Yeah, Wawa is usually where I go to get my Skittles gummies. Because they're like one of the only places that have the wild berry Skittles gummies.
Yeah, you were telling me about those. I saw them there.
Oh, they're so good. Yeah, but like that's where I go to get them. Like, the only 2 places that I see them at is Wawa and Target, and I'm not going to Target just for some Skittles.
You got 7-Elevens? Oh, I love 7-Eleven too, man.
Yeah, I mean 7-Eleven. 7-Eleven's
Those
okay. I mean,
what do they call those rollers?
So I actually haven't eaten 7-Eleven for like 10 years. Because the last time I had 7-Eleven, again, it's just like 10 years ago, I had like those chicken taquitos.
Yeah.
Sick. I got sick as a dog. Like,
oh, I bet. Yeah.
I was like legit like stomach throwing up. Like,
oh man.
And like I don't like throwing up. Like, I have like a thing. Like, I don't like to throw up.
I don't know if anyone does.
Well, yeah, but some people.
I get you.
No, I know, but like some people, like, I'm stubborn about. Like, throwing up makes you better because you're getting rid of what like is making you sick. I will sit there and I will fight it. I will not throw up.
I don't get the opportunity. I'll be fine 1 second, and then just out of nowhere, I'll just be like, oh, yeah.
I don't know. I guess I just have like a really strong, like, I don't know, but I'm able to keep it down, like, where I'm just like, I am not throwing up. We're not doing it. I'm not doing it.
Ooh, Sky Blue busted open. I think they're going long. We have a commercial at 10:59. They're going long for sure. We're going 7 minutes. They're just going to make up for the time Dynamite went over. Rampage has to be an hour. I bet you there's a contract of Rampage has to be an hour. Well, you can't complain going long with this match. This is fucking awesome.
It's a great match, but it's like 3+ hours.
I know. Michael Duke says getting a Buc-ee's in Benton, Arkansas. Ooh, I heard PA was getting one soon. Either PA or maybe Delaware, somewhere close. Have you tried Wawa's Pizza yet, Rome?
No, I haven't.
It's not horrible, but it is definitely not like if you have a favorite pizza place down the street, it's not even close. But it's not bad.
So the Collision on May 11th, so not this Saturday, but next Saturday is going to be a 3-hour show again.
Next Saturday's Collision is going to be 3 hours?
Yeah, Collision and Rampage, May 11th.
They're conditioning us for 3-hour shows. It's happening. They're like, get used to it, motherfuckers.
Oh, that's a good point. Someone must have went over their time because there was a Takeshita match like scheduled and like they mentioned it during Dynamite. Someone went over their time,
Ooh.
so Takeshita got cut. Wonder who it was. It was probably Chris Jericho.
Rome. Look at this picture I have up on screen. That's badass.
Yeah, it is.
She looks fucking awesome right there. Wow.
Yeah, Coach. That's what I'm complaining about. It's like it's a 3-hour show and we're going long. You know me. I have no problem when Dynamite has like a 10-minute overrun. It's great. Love it. Oh, it's a great match.
Oh god, thumbtacks. King, no. No. Honestly, watching AEW so much has almost made me a little bit numb to the thumbtacks. They still bother me, but not as much. Oof. People are calling this the Manitoba Massacre match. I like it. Oh, Jesus! Oh! Oh! God! King, there's thumbtacks all in the cake. King, would you still eat the cake with thumbtacks in it? I don't know. Man, Sky Blue just threw that chair into Willow's freaking face. That looked so good. Oh. Oh, shit. Damn. Hell yeah, this match is awesome, Macho. Oh, we got a table set up. Oh shit! Oh man, this is gonna be great. Oh shit! Oh my god!
Jeff, it is 11 o'clock at night. You should not be shouting like that. Everyone in Jeff's household is supposed to be very upset with him.
Probably.
You did this to yourself, Jeff.
Ow! Can she even stand up? Oh! How do you do that? Ah! Oh! Stuck in Willow's ass! Ah! Yeah, Coach. Yes.
Coach, if you DVR it, just like definitely watch this main event. But like, you could skip like 30 minutes pretty easily.
No, I agree. You could just skip straight to this match if you want. Just finish the Kenny Omega angle and then skip to that. That'd be fine.
Yeah, this is excellent.
Oh my god. A sit-down doctor bomb onto the barbed wire table, and the barbed wire was stuck in Willow's ass cheek. Oh my god. Yeah, King, they could have swapped this out. That could have been the finish for the 2 hours, and then Kenny could have finished the third hour.
Mm-hmm.
But it is what it is. Wow, that was a great... that match was badass. Oh, man. You got work tomorrow?
Yes.
All right, well, Rome needs to get on out of here. That was an excellent episode of Dynamite and Rampage, even though 3 hours is testing our limits, but I had a lot of fun.
It's just pacing. It's all about pacing. Like, you could do it 3 hours, you can make it work, but this was not, in my opinion, this was not the way to pace it. I thought finishing with your, like, so you had 3 hours of television, and the weakest hour you did was your last one. Like, that's never going to work.
Yeah, right, Coach? I didn't have too many problems with the pacing here tonight. I thought it went by pretty quick. I'm not sitting here yawning and begging for the show to be over. But I can see that the 3 hours was long, especially going, what did we go, 7 minutes longer?
Yeah.
We went 3 hours and 7 minutes.
It's not about the 3 hour limit. And I've said this before because they've done 3 hours before. It's about how you pace it. And it's just, like, you do your best angle, and I'm just like, all right, well, now I'm ready for the show to be over. Because it's your best.
Macho says, dude, I really like this last match. Me too, Macho. That might have been one of the best Falls Count Anywhere women's matches I've ever seen. I'm not sure there's been too many, but that was incredible.
Yeah, I think it's my match of the night.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I think it
match
is.
of the night.
Yeah.
And that's where I say, Macho, with all these women's matches, I say quality over quantity. Everybody begs for more women's matches, but I'll take the quality matches over more. We had Serena Deeb versus Mariah May tonight. Incredible. And then this match just blew me away. So, but we're going to go ahead and get out of here. I'm going to go get some food. Rome's got to go to work tomorrow. Why don't you go ahead and close us out, sir?
Well, this has been a watch-along for the Broken Tables podcast of AEW Dynamite and Rampage. Thank you to everyone hanging out with us here tonight. Thank you to Macho, Coach, King of Hueco Mundo, Michael Duke, the Coog, and everyone else that was here earlier. Really appreciate you guys hanging out with us tonight while we watch this episode. Some really, really good stuff and some pacing issues, but it's okay. We'll be back Saturday night for our Collision review, which they didn't announce. Did they announce anything? I don't even remember seeing anything.
Yeah, I didn't see anything.
Huh. But yeah, no, we'll be back Saturday for Collision review, Monday for the Game Room podcast, and then back next week for our Dynamite review. Make sure you, like, subscribe, join the Discord, follow us on Twitter, and yeah, we'll be back Saturday.
All right. Thank you guys very much for joining us once again, and we will see you guys on Saturday. Top Guys, out.